incredibly juicy.
Morning, gamer! It is Thursday, January 14th, 2021. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. I am Ryan, that is Sean, and Mike. We have 3 hours ahead of us. On Thursday, including this day in gaming history, we'll talk about birthdays. In fact, we're going to talk a lot about birthdays, I suspect, today. Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. It's just going to be a big bottle of fun today. Just shake it all up, maybe drop some Mentos in there. Let's see what happens. Huh? Let's go. Culty vibes. Hoffru is here. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show, and good morning to you, Sean.
It's going to be a great day.
Did you just turn Scottish?
A little bit.
It is Flames Day.
It is Flames Day.
Kind of disappointed in myself now that I think about it. I could have worn my hat. I'd wore the Flames hat all week.
Except for when the Flames are actually
Wardrobe
playing.
change.
I had this set aside all week waiting for today.
Great. I love soccer.
Oh, God. It's not working.
Score touchdowns?
Oh, no. Why is this happening to us? Good morning, Sean. I am so excited for today. It's a 5:30 p.m. Pacific time puck drop. It's early against Winnipeg.
Yeah. Which works out well because I'll actually be able to watch, kind of passively watch the first period and then be able to watch the second, third periods as the kids are getting ready and going to bed, and it'll be great. I'm excited.
Login's the same. Just to let you know.
Okay. Nailed it.
That was a code. Good morning, Mike.
Wasn't a very good code. I'm glad the code works.
No, you're not following. The login is the same. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you? I'm doing wonderful. I'm having a fantastic day. I had to get up real early and go do some stuff, so I managed to get some Dunkin' from the Dunkin', like directly from the source.
Gosh. Wait, like you got it from Dunkin' themselves?
Yeah. I went to the Dunkin' Donuts place, and they gave me. The lady actually gave me an extra one, so.
Ooh, nice.
I've got another one over here ready to go.
Nice.
Wow,
Yeah,
doubling up,
so-
huh?
Feeling pretty good. Got a lot of stuff to do today, so I'll run on some Dunkin'. Holidays run on Dunkin'.
We got a whole bunch of fun stuff. We're going to play 5 questions later on today with Kara Hillstock, who is a Twitch streamer, works in the world of Twitch as well. Is on Twitter as well. I said Twitch streamer and then works in the world of Twitch, didn't I? That's fine. You can find Kara pretty much anywhere that you watch people on the internet. But we're going to focus on inclusivity. We're going to talk about games that she's working on. She's a writer and narrative creator for video games, and that is coming up at 8:20 a.m. Pacific time today. We have that. We also have information about the Samsung event that's likely happening today to close out CES, which has been fairly quiet because I didn't even remember CES is happening. And then I say that, and one of you were going to say, but Ryan, didn't you hear about the big announcement? No?
Well,
Right, didn't you hear about the big announcement?
The Razer mask we talked about, that came out of CES, I think.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
true.
it did.
True. Still think I want that.
Yeah.
What does CES stand for?
Consumer Electronics Show.
I could probably gotta figure that out. The C is what confused me. I thought
Yeah.
like cake, maybe cake electronics.
Cool
We
Electronics.
should
Symposium.
Cake and
start a
electronics
cake
together.
electronics.
Cake and electronics. Ooh.
Man,
Cake
I'm in.
electronics show would be good. We could have a cakewalk, and you could get electronics.
That's what I'm saying. Between every electronics booth is a cake booth. So
Do you
you're
remember
good.
cakewalks?
No.
Cakewalks were so much fun.
What's
They were a
what's
piece of
cakewalk? You just walk and eat cake?
No, no.
Off
You're
to a
ruining
good start.
all of the memories the only memory I have from childhood you've now ruined because
Sorry.
all I can think about is walking into cakes as the cakewalk. Come on now. There's going to be discussion this morning about robot fish. We have news about the end of an HBO show that has been popular. We have also some Marvel news. Surprise! I don't. At this point, when don't we have Marvel news? Like, Disney is just gonna keep pumping out something new every single day and just say, "Hey, yesterday, while you were sleeping, we made 13 shows and put them on Disney Plus." So we don't know how we did it. Just magic, apparently. And if you ever thought about eating mealworms, boy, do we have an opportunity for you.
Yay.
It's for meals. So it makes sense.
During
to
my
eat them.
party days, we used to have cake and wine parties. Those were the days.
Cakewalk.
Cakewalk.
I realized just right now that tomorrow,
It's Friday.
WandaVision comes out,
It's
which
tomorrow the
most
15th.
likely means it'll be available tonight.
Not going to sleep tonight.
And if that's the case, as soon as hockey's done, I know what I'm doing.
2 episodes come out tonight.
Hope
That's
so.
so crazy, because I also know what I'm doing after hockey tonight.
Sleeping.
Sleeping.
You're gonna fall asleep
Falling
during the game,
asleep
aren't
as
you?
Fast. Well, no. 5 o'clock puck drop, I might have a shot. But most of the other games are 7 or 8 o'clock, and I hadn't thought about the ramifications of doing this show and how it was going to work with hockey season. Good morning to Kiki Lowe. Thanks for being in the chat this morning. Hofbrew is saying, I'm very interested in WandaVision. I have it on good authority that also Kiki Lowe is very interested in WandaVision, along with those 2 on your left side of your screen. It is, among the other days of the day, National Dress Up Your Pet Day.
Nope.
National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day, Ratification Day, International Kite Day, and Organize Your Home Day.
What are we going to ratify today?
That Sean is going to officially organize his home. It's going to be completely done. We need the whole gaming morning show, and I'm talking about everybody, including chat. We just need to get over to Sean's house and finish the house. That's just what we need.
Man,
Finish.
if you guys could all
finish
meet me in
it.
the garage, that'd be great.
I mean, why not, right?
I'll get
yeah,
the Dunkin'.
See, good authority was true. Kiki, can't wait for WandaVision. Scarlet Witch is life.
That's gonna be great.
It's
I'm
going to
very
be
excited.
fantastic. In the beginning, I was like, this is kind of weird. And then they started like announcing more about what it was and how dark it's going to get. And I am geeked.
Yeah, count me in.
Officially.
We also have to celebrate a birthday early today. It is Dave Grohl's birthday, and that is our topic of the day. Happy birthday, Dave Grohl. I can't tell you how long it took me to find out that Dave Grohl was in Nirvana.
Was he one of the Wiggles?
Was Dave one of the Wiggles? They're checking that out as we speak.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Well, should we cosplay some Wiggles sometime?
Probably.
Yeah, sure. I'm down.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Hofbrew's
like we're gonna
already
get-
chiming in with.
I feel like we're gonna get arrested if we cosplay as the Wiggles.
That's probably fair. They're pretty serious, I bet, about that stuff.
Oh my gosh. Hofbrew is telling us that Everlong is the answer to the best Dave Grohl song. I feel like I just talked about this with somebody. Might have been in Copia's chat. Is the best guess I can think of. But I mean, I'm a big fan of Monkey Wrench.
Monkey Wrench is good. Everlong is good. I
like
don't know if I
Hero.
have a good vote.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes.
I like listening to Dave Grohl tell stories of Nirvana.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool to hear his point of view.
he's a good dude.
Yeah.
So it really took you a long time to figure out that he was in Nirvana?
I had no clue. Because all I remember hearing about Nirvana, and remember, I had MTV by the time I got to like 17. That's when it showed up, right?
Gotcha.
So
yeah.
the level of knowledge of music was pretty slim up until that point. Still is very, very thin, kind of as we speak. But yeah, I don't remember when I discovered it.
Dave Grohl is a really, really good guy, too.
As
In
good
your
as
defense,
Nani.
Ryan, if you watch video or see pictures of when he was in Nirvana, he looked a lot different because he was so young.
He was like 8.
Yeah, he looks like just a baby. Three
So I
are
know-
coming from the middle.
I know this is going to be surprising. And I don't know if I've talked about this before, but when I was in college, I was a bouncer. And and I had the opportunity to meet Dave Grohl. He came in and he bought the
Nice.
entire bar drinks after a Foo Fighters show.
That's
And
cool.
he was just a really nice guy.
I believe it.
Kiki Lowe saying, I would love to see Foo Fighters in concert. I would totally go to a Foo Fighters concert. And I don't go to that many concerts. So that's saying something. If I'm going to invest concert money, I'd go see the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, I'd go for sure.
Have you ever seen the Foo Fighters movie?
Although
Is
at
that
this
the one
point, I'm
where-
not gonna lie, I would see just about anyone in concert.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'd go see Engelbert Humperdinck in concert if I had to.
Was the Foo Fighters movie the one where they made Zordon and they all turn into Power Rangers?
Yep, that's correct.
I remember that movie. Yeah, that was the best.
Whoa. I know it's not a really good comparison, but when I think of the Foo Fighters, I think of the movie Varsity Blues. When they do the hero montage with James Vanderbeek. I know that's you don't. Wait, have you seen Varsity? It's a football movie. It's a sports movie.
Yes, I've seen Varsity Blues. It was also
There you
a
go,
movie that was
that's-
like about high school, quote unquote, when I was in high school. So in theory, you're always going to get me to watch something like that. But I
There
don't remember
goes
that
my
scene.
hero.
Apparently, it was not memorable for
It
me.
was like when they're playing football, and James Vanderbeek throws the ball deep, and they're playing "There Goes My Hero." Was it? I think that was Paul Walker was in that, wasn't he? He was like one of his first, like quote unquote starring roles.
Uh-oh. It's
R.I.P.
early.
Oh, there's a cat. We have cat.
He's been very aggressive with his love this morning.
That's a country song. right there.
Aggressive love. Oh, aggressive love.
Man, they're really working as a team. Every time they come to B, there's like 4 of them.
Oh, I got shot in the head. Nobody shoots Frank Woods in the head, except for that.
Did
guy.
anyone get to super gig yesterday?
I was there for a little bit.
Yeah, a brief
I was-
moment though.
I was lurking on my drive home and then back to work during lunch.
It was about 3 hours again,
Nice.
and it was really freaking awesome. I don't remember if there was any Foo Fighters songs.
Not while I was there.
I saw that you like requested something.
Yeah, no, I did get my song request. So "Sympathy for the Devil" is one of my favorite, if not my
Yeah.
favorite, like the favorite Rolling Stones song. I don't know. It has a unique sound to me, so I really like it. Um, so there's that. I requested that song. Usually request one of the Tenacious D songs, but those were being requested pretty handily, which was awesome.
Yeah, I heard one of those while I was there.
Yeah.
Wonder Boy.
He
Love
played
it.
tribute while I was watching. It was great.
Yeah. Same.
I have some news for you, Mike.
Secrets of your power. What would that be?
You have a subscription.
Oh yeah, I saw
While
that.
you were in there, somebody had gifted you a subscription.
Well, thanks.
Was
it
I
was
know, I
nice
just
of
saw that
someone.
it was. Oh, I was gonna say I just saw it said something about a prescription. So.
Well, that's a
it said
cowbell.
you need more
Only
cowbell.
prescriptions, more cowbell. Yes.
And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I don't think I need more cowbell, but I mean, I guess maybe I do.
All right, we got Gaming Morning Show, morning gaming news coming up after this game. Just underway, Gaming Morning Show is on the way. So, yes, Kiki saying, I would love to see them. Is saying that your story about having, the experience as a bouncer, which, of course, you were, and having Dave Grohl come in and buy everyone beverages was a good time.
Yeah.
I do like that you ask, what's your favorite song or what's the best song of Foo Fighters? Off-Brew types Everlong. And he goes, definitely didn't say it was the best of or my fave, just typed it. I love it.
All right. No,
Oh, Hofbrew.
What is that noise?
Napalm coming in on B.
Good. Take them out.
There are a whole bunch of bees.
Not anymore.
So we got WandaVision, we got hockey. What a day. What a day. If you think about it, yesterday hockey actually is when hockey actually started. There was the
Yeah,
first
but no
game
one cared
yesterday.
about any
We'll
of
have
those games.
that- Yeah, we'll have that
I
coming
saw
up.
the Flyers
But
won
yeah.
like a lot. I don't like the Flyers.
I think they only
but
could win one.
They won by a lot. They won like 6-3, and all their forwards except for one scored.
Nice.
I'm kind of a de facto Devils fan since that's the only team that plays in New Jersey or claims New Jersey at this point.
Oh, that is true. You pretty much got ditched by everyone.
Everyone. Thanks, Jay-Z. There is a lot of people over here at the Seas.
What?
Oh, it's not what I want to
Teammate.
use, but okay. We'll go with
Imagine
that.
shooting at your teammates.
I never do that.
Well, my thing blew up.
That'd be embarrassing. I hurt. I'm blind.
I've been watching Colty a bunch play a
He's
fair
fun to-
bit of Call of
He's
Duty.
fun to watch. I like hanging out with him while he plays.
Yeah.
Speaking of culty vibes,
He's a good
in the
kid.
chat this morning. 45th anniversary. 45th parallel. What am I talking about? Did you know the 45th anniversary of the 45th parallel podcast is coming out soon? Wherever podcasts are sold.
Well, behind us.
Congrats, Colty, on your 45th anniversary. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you were there at the front end of podcasts. You were ahead of podcasts. That's how revolutionary this 45th parallel podcast is. It even beat podcasts.
Oh, I'm on fire. Why am I on fire? Because I ran into the fire. If you run into the fire, that's bad. Just FYI.
I thought that was actually fairly noble.
Oh. But the better question is, who started it?
Well, that was clearly Harry Truman or Doris Day.
We're China, Johnny Ray.
South Pacific.
Communist rock.
That actually is the concert I would most like to go to. Is I would love to see Billy Joel in concert.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
Actually, I want to see Garth Brooks in concert. I'm not a huge country fan.
I have seen Garth Brooks in concert.
Oh.
As have I.
It was
Did you see him like in a big
fantastic.
stadium?
Yeah, I saw him in
Jeans.
I saw him in
Nice.
Staples Center down in LA.
Well, I am jealous.
That's our new topic of the day. Is name a concert that someone would be jealous that you've gone to that they want to go to.
Oh, geez.
What is the
I think I
favorite
just got
concert that you would like to go to? I'd like to go to Garth Brooks. Is that your favorite concert? No.
No, I just typed it.
Oh, I know Hofbrew's taking that badly already. It hurts me to say, but I thought the same exact thing that Sean said.
I would have thought that as well. I got to kind of see Garth Brooks in concert when he did that big Central Park concert back in like 95 or 96, but I was like a mile and a half away from the stadium basically.
But that's cool. I've watched
Yeah.
that concert, like the video of that concert.
Yeah.
And now every time I see it, I'll know that Mike was there.
I was on a
Did you see
screen.
the chat?
I watched it on a screen like 8 miles away. It was great.
Did you look at the chat? Kiki's dad used to be a drummer,
Oh.
which is super fitting because today our top 10 list is the best drummers of all time. Will Kiki Lowe's dad make the list? Find out on Gaming Morning Show.
Phil Collins better be on that list.
Now, wasn't Phil like an all-around musician? Like Phil
Yeah,
played
he started
so much
out as a
stuff, right?
drummer with Peter Gabriel, I think.
My favorite angel. It is Gaming Morning Show. 6:27, 9:27 on the East Coast. It is 2:27 in the UK. Dad used to be a drummer, played with a lot of people, then left that life behind when he met my mom. So I've seen no one. I can tell you right now, he will not be on that list. With spoilers, Kiki. Just blew up my tease all of a sudden. Had people hooked for the 7 o'clock hour.
No one's gonna tune in next hour.
Yep. We already lost Hofbrew because we made the comments about favorite song not being the favorite, just typing things. I don't know if Hofbrew will be back for a couple of weeks. We still love you, buddy. But I thought the same exact thing. We are asking you, because it's Dave Grohl's birthday, what is the best Dave Grohl song of all time? It is maybe Everlong. Possibility. It's on the list.
Oh man.
Well, listen, I think also it reminds me of how I always put Sean in these situations with the show too, is I'll pick a topic of the day and be like, give me your best. And Sean's like, I hate picking the best of anything. And Hofbrew's definitely on that vibe too. So I think you can empathize with him a little bit. It is Gaming Morning Show on Facebook, Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Thanks to everyone who has followed or liked us on Facebook Gaming, including Holly Butterfield. Thank you so much. Good morning, Kate Zaid. Thank you for being with us on Gaming Morning Show as well. You can find Kate Zaid on Twitch. Let's give a shout out to Kiki because we got Kiki Cup coming up on January 31st. It is not the nearest event of those that I saw Kiki Lowe live on Twitter promote. We have Snufkin doing a Q&A music event on the 19th. You can find that at LHT_Snufkin on Twitch. And then Miss Bummer, who we have hosted, I think, in the past. If not, we will as soon as we have the chance to. A 1v1 Apex Legends tournament for up to 14,000 or over 14,000 Apex coins are up for grabs. That's coming up January 24th at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. Morning, Dr. Chick. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show. Again, it is Dave Grohl's birthday, so we are asking you, what is the best Dave Grohl song of all time? But if you just want to name a Dave
or you
Grohl
can
song,
just type a song. Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, just put a
It has
song
to
in
be
the
your
chat.
favorite.
That would work as well. It doesn't have to be your favorite. We are wondering, though, what is the best of all time. I said Monkey Wrench. I don't know if either of you committed to an answer.
Nope.
I'm gonna be honest, and this is gonna suck, but I haven't listened to a lot of Foo Fighters. I was more of a pop punk guy, and so I typed in Foo Fighters to see a list of their songs because I'm sure I would recognize them, and I got a bunch of weird responses like how much is Dave Grohl worth, and why are Foo Fighters cancel shows? So I don't really know. I like Hero because it was in Varsity Blues, and that's like the only song. I wouldn't have known Everlong was a Foo Fighters song. Sorry. But hey, closest to the pin, how much is Dave Grohl worth? Ready, Ryan?
$180 million.
Sean?
$1.
You're both wrong. Ryan technically wins because he was the closest without going over. He's worth $320 million.
Okay. Were
That's
we
insane.
playing Price is Right rules? Because if we were,
Yeah,
Sean
sure.
was playing the system.
I don't even
so.
think. I don't even think we were because he clearly stated closest to the pin. But I like my way better.
I reserve the
$1.
right to change the rules as we go. So yeah.
We're already late. We'll get back on track. It is time to find out what is happening in the world of video games. Let's get informed and head to the newsroom as we get the updates of the day. The news that you need to know. The headlines that you should pay attention to. It is time for Gaming Morning Show. Morning Gaming News with hashtag video game expert here, Sean.
Good morning. It is Thursday, January 14th, 2021, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. First up, we've talked a lot about Super Nintendo World out in Universal Studios Japan. Well, an update to his original story, Daniel Robinson of IGN reports that they have indefinitely delayed the opening of Super Nintendo World after the Osaka prefecture declared a state of emergency due to the pandemic. In a press release, Universal Studios Japan apologized to all guests and stakeholders and explained that the opening date will only be decided and announced after the state of emergency is lifted. So they're not even putting it up a tentative date anymore. They will figure it out later, which is probably the best way to do it. We're all excited to see Super Nintendo World. Some of us will not be going to Japan to see it, but I'm excited to see people get in there when it is safe to do so. Assassin's Creed Valhalla has a mysterious Isu language. And in a report by Jordan Oleman of IGN, that language has been fully translated by fans. The fan community, Access the Animus, released a video yesterday, which detailed the fascinating process behind translating the secret texts, which has led them to decipher symbols found in the collector's edition of the game. There are a number of tablets in the game that display the language, and they can be cross-referenced with partially translated files found on a computer in the game, and they have used that to decipher the entire language, including understanding the complex grammar of the historical language. Nerds,
all of them.
That's pretty cool,
awesome,
though.
Actually.
And I like that they included enough in the game to be able to fully translate it, which is really neat.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I tried really hard to learn Dovahkiin from Skyrim and failed miserably.
It's not too
Sorry.
late. It's not too late. You can still do it. Last news story of the day, another delay. Hogwarts Legacy has been delayed until 2022. This comes from Liana Rupert of Game Informer. And she posted the Hogwarts Legacy tweet that they tweeted out that says, quote, "We would like to thank fans from around the world on the tremendous reaction to the announcement of Hogwarts Legacy from our Portkey Games label. Creating the best possible experience for all of the wizarding world and gaming fans is paramount to us, so we are giving the game the time it needs. Hogwarts Legacy will be released in 2022. This is, of course, the Harry Potter-based RPG that was originally slated for 2021 and was announced via one of the PlayStation 5 digital events. So, sad news for those of you that were looking forward to that game sometime this year. But as we've talked about many times, I think we're all in agreement that we'd rather see this delayed and done right than pushed out. So, good/bad news. And always last but never
first Harry Potter movie or a video game, excuse me.
There have been other video game tie-ins to the series, usually based on the actual Harry Potter storyline, whereas this is completely separate from the Harry Potter timeline, and it takes place, I think, like long before Harry Potter takes place. But no, this is not the first Harry Potter game, but it is, to my knowledge, the first large, well done, not we just want your money because you like this movie game. Although the Lego Harry Potter games were pretty solid, but that's because most Lego games are fun. And always last but never least, we finished off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with a world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at what is out today, and there are a lot. It's been a while since we've had a lot.
Welcome back.
We have Fantasy Tavern Sextet Volume 2 Adventurers Days out on Switch. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, Complete Edition on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Life of Fly on Xbox One and Switch. MXGP 2020 out on PlayStation 5. Rhythm Fighter out on Switch. My Hidden Things out on Switch. 4 in a Row out on Switch. Wonder what that one's like. Pixel Game Marker Series Werewolf Princess Kaguya out on Switch. Down in Bermuda out on Switch. Shadow Gangs out on Switch, and Ancient Abyss out on PC. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, your segment within a segment within a segment. Forgot a word in there. It's your favorite one. Today's name of the morning is Ploid out on Switch.
Ploid, huh?
Ploid. All caps. Don't know why.
Ploid.
Just cuz.
Is it yelling?
Because
Is
they're
that
saying
why?
Ploid.
Ploid.
Ploid. Ploid.
Ploid.
I am going to do something. So stand by. I'm going to take you both off the screen. I'm going to mute you. And I'm going to leave and join back into Discord. Because for some reason, everything seems super delayed on my side. And I don't like it. And so I want to change it. So I am changing it. I don't care what you think. Plus no one can hear you anyway because I have you muted. All right, let's see if that helps for some reason. Because that was annoying. Very annoying. All right, Gaming Morning Show continues. It is 6:37 West Coast time, 9:37 on the East, and 2:37 in the UK. Good morning, delay if needed. Culty Vibe says no more Cyberpunk drops. That you can just at this point search Cyberpunk if you want more Cyberpunk news, because there's some coming out every day. I guess at this point someone's blaming quality assurance or something like that. Ugh. All right, the Galaxy.
The CEO came out yesterday, I think, and he was like, don't blame the developers, blame me. So at least someone's like, if you're gonna blame someone, I'm in charge, blame me.
Wow. It's nice to see somebody, take some responsibility. Who's not?
Yeah, I
a
like
little
it.
level.
It even, most likely, if you had to pinpoint a single person, which I don't think is possible in this situation, I doubt he personally was like, let's make this garbage game and hide it and put it out anyway. But I'm sure it was a bigger decision. But it's nice to see someone say, if you need to point blame, I'm your guy.
Yeah, that's good.
Good leadership.
Unless it was the quality assurance people.
Darn QA, folks.
All right. This is the news from the end of CES. It's 7 a.m. Pacific time this morning. Samsung is doing its Unpacked event, which apparently is earlier than usual. This is usually something that comes out in February. Expected to announce a Galaxy S21. There will be a 6.2-inch S21 phone, an S21 that is 6.7 inches, known as the S21 Plus. And if you would like an extra 0.1 inch, you can get the S21 Ultra. They are all supposed to have bigger camera modules, boosting photo and video capabilities. But otherwise, according to CNET's Shara Tipkin, going to be very much the same. 0.1 inch.
Man,
It's pretty big.
they couldn't go another 0.1 inch.
Nice.
I can't believe they're on the 21. Because I got the Galaxy S3 like back in the day. I was like, yeah, this thing's amazing. And this is why I only use Apples now. It was because of that phone.
It did not go well.
It did not go well.
I mean, I want to know, chat, are you primarily an iOS? Are you primarily an Android? Are you primarily a phone that, we don't typically see anymore? Like
A flip phone?
do you have Windows
Pebble.
Phone, maybe? Because
Pebble.
I'm so surrounded by mostly Apple, except for my friend Hofbrew, that I just kind of get stuck in assuming that many, 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 many use the iPhone.
Whoa! You scared the crap out of me. That was you, Mike,
directly in
right?
front of you, yes.
I was running through the and Mike just spawns out of nowhere right in front of me.
And now I'm awake.
Like,
Oh, man.
Like literally spawned.
Yeah.
right in front of it.
Oh,
No way.
man. I peed a little.
Everyone check on Sean. Clean up in Studio B. Clean up in Studio B. We got a knifer.
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's the thing is this S21? I wouldn't have guessed that if that's been sequential.
I think so, actually. I mean, I guess maybe, actually, I don't know.
I mean,
21 might make sense with the year.
yeah, well, that could be, but it also could be one of those things where they've released multiple phones in a year, and so it's
Yeah.
not every year a phone comes out.
Yeah. The S 648,904.6.
Naming phones after the year is actually a smart move, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Why is that?
I feel like it makes it easier to keep track of, like how old the phone is. Like, oh, what iPhone do you have? Oh, I have the iPhone 19. You're like, oh wow, that's 2 years old now. I don't know. I just like it.
I don't think Apple's ever going to do that because
No, absolutely they won't, and Samsung probably won't either.
Apple's
But I like it.
Apple's going to go to the Windows Phone naming system where they bring out
Oh,
Windows
God.
Phone Series X1 32 set height.
9er-3.
That was one of my favorite clips from our Apex game the other day, though. Maiko was Dr. Chick giving that advice, and you're like, is this a football play?
No one ever answered the question, though. Is that
Yeah.
from Peyton Manning?
That was the football play that won Super Bowl 50. So.
Nice. Oh, don't shoot me. Why are you shooting me? It's not kind. Oh, there's two of them.
Ah,
Knife Man got me.
I put a trophy
Nice,
system on the
man.
car platform, and that'll help in a variety of ways.
Wah, wah.
Ryan saved my life.
It was the knifer. Oh, behind me, behind me.
Oh. That wasn't very caring, sir. Okay.
Oh, there's a person
Ooh.
behind contestant row. They weren't playing the game. Well, they were playing the game, but not the Price is Right.
They weren't in the game.
They were not EA Sportsing it.
It's in the game.
Man, they're just better.
I mean, we're
I
only down
blame-
10. I mean,
The Aurora Borealis. Swamp gas.
we lost.
Boo.
They
By
were,
10.
in fact, better.
I think when I said they're better and you're like, we're only down 10, I was like, but the fact that we're down kind of proves my point.
That is true. That is
By
definitively
definition.
better. 6:44 West Coast time. It is 9:44 on the East Coast. 2:44 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. It is Dave Grohl's birthday, so we're asking, what is the best Dave Grohl song of all time? Everyone keeps going to Foo Fighters. Hasn't he sang other songs? I mean, or been involved with other songs? Like, can you say the best Dave Grohl song is one of the Nirvana songs? Is that possible, or is that just egregious?
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I think unless there's a Nirvana song that prominently features him on drums, I think it's hard to say.
Well, it's like every song.
your
isn't it?
best. But like if there's like a prominent drum solo or something, like yeah, you can hear him playing. But I think in my mind it's hard to call it the best Dave Grohl song, because if you just went the best song that Dave Grohl was a part of, then yeah, I think Nirvana's probably a safe
Or
way to go.
Tenacious D.
Sure.
What?
Dave Grohl was the drummer for Tenacious D's album.
Was he really?
I didn't know that.
Huh. Interesting.
Boom! Knowledge drop. You want to know how long I've known that?
About
7
5 minutes.
It's been at least a day, but it happened in someone else's stream and it said Dave Grohl was the Tenacious D drummer. I was like, no, he wasn't. So I did some Googling. Apparently he was.
Nice. Makes me love it even more.
See, Calty saying Dave is the co-writer of Smells Like Teen Spirit, which, by the way, Calty, when I was like, one of the Nirvana songs, my brain's like, think of the name of the actual song that most people know. Think of it. And I couldn't because I don't know music. But it says Smells Like Teen Spirit, so maybe that is Calty's favorite.
That is a good one.
Colty, is that your favorite, or is that maybe like actually, or did you just write that one too? It's a fair question.
Oh, we're gonna lose Hofbrew. Never gonna come back. Never ever. Never again. I'm so sorry. I'll always
We only
remember you.
tease because we love you.
Yeah, if we didn't like you, we'd make fun of you.
I
Like
don't
really,
think that's
mean.
gonna help, but we could try it.
There's a
Oh,
lot
he's
of
back! Yay! Sean was talking smack.
Like a lot. You should.
I definitely was defending you the whole time. I definitely didn't agree. What'd you say, Sean? Go ahead, tell him.
I didn't say
Tell
nothing.
me.
Oh,
face.
that's not true. Sean is lying to your face.
No, we were all commenting. All of us were commenting
What?
the fact that we asked, "What's your favorite?" or "What's the best Dave Grohl song?" and you said "Everlong," and then quickly backed out of it. Of like, "Well, I'm not saying it's like my favorite or anything. I just typed it." And we all agreed that it was a very Hofbrew thing to do.
I don't remember saying that at all. No, that was all entirely Sean. There was not a single time I thought of that or considered that. And
We were
just
all
as,
in agreement.
I'm just as disappointed in Sean as you are. So
Ooh, they have an AFK. Woohoo!
Mike even timed out Sean because he said that.
What did I time out?
Sean. Sean's not talking in chat because Sean's hosting the show. But... Good morning, Real AJ. Thanks for being here on Gaming Morning Show. I've seen a lot of good people in chat. We've seen Kate Zaid has popped in. We've seen Kiki Lowe pop in this morning. It's been a good day so far. It's a good day to have as good of a day as you can have today.
Yeah. What? It's a good day to die.
It definitely didn't take me 13 or 14 shots to get the AFK person. Oh yeah, no, I knew you were still here. I was just laughing because Hofbrew had disappeared. Sean was
Making
yeah,
fun of him.
that was hilarious.
That was
I
very
am gonna
funny.
have next time you stream, which I think is today, Kiki. I am gonna have you tell, like, my dad was a drummer stories, because I just for some reason had always perceived like having a father who was a drummer or having a parent who was a drummer would be pretty badass because you'd learn how to.
Is your
drum.
dad a Ringo Starr? Because I mean, you're British and he's British.
I don't think that's
Basically the same thing, right?
That's not,
I always feel bad. One of my good friends from New Zealand comes over and visits every year, except for pandemic years. And whenever he does, and someone finds out he's from New Zealand, people are like, "Oh, hey, do you know?" Like, yeah, it's okay.
oh, I mean, I get that all the time from Montana, and Montana doesn't even have that many people, but because it's so big, you always get, especially because I grew up about as far away from Billings, which is Montana's biggest city, and so I got that all the time was, do you know so and so? Oh well, no, that doesn't ring a bell. Where are they from? Oh, they're from Billings. It's like I have been to Billings like once in my life. Confirmed though, not Ringo Starr.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bummer.
Let's.
But Kiki Lo's sister is Ringo Starr. Said it right there
Oh,
in the chat.
cool.
Wait! Look at that! Kiki Lo and I have both played the saxophone. I bet Kiki didn't quit playing as early as I did, so. That's true. Hofbrew does do that to me quite a bit.
Well, in our band, you can play the saxophone.
Sax man!
The other day, Austin Attack learned that I used to be a front man for a punk band, so she said we should start a band, and Sean can play the drums.
See, I'm
And
beginning to
Ryan can play the
wonder,
sax.
like, if any of this is bull pucky. like, I don't know if I can believe you've had that many jobs.
No, it wasn't a job. It was something we did for fun when I was outside of college.
But you were the front man, meaning you were the singer?
Like I sang, yeah. Because I have no other actual musical talent.
But
so-
you can actually sing?
I mean, ish. I'm not like Pavarotti or anything. You know?
All right, who had a Pavarotti reference in the 6 o'clock hour? You get to mark that on your bingo card.
Yeah, we used to do it for fun. We played 2 whole gigs and then realized that we probably should find other things to do with our time.
Like that's how most punk bands end.
Yeah. Well. Are you insulting punk music?
Yeah, I didn't sleep much yesterday. I got called into a project that I have to work on in the evenings next 2 days, so last night and then yesterday. And so yeah, I'm gonna have like 4 hours of sleep coming into the show each day, which is not gonna be fun. I'm working on the Sean sleep subscription or prescription.
Oh, not enough. Not enough.
Yeah.
I'm good at that.
46 hours is plenty.
That's true. Hofbrew is saying for punk band, maybe you don't even have to really be able to sing.
No, not at all. Like
But that's not shouting, right? Like you're
I'm
not you're not
no,
screaming.
That's screamo. Different. I can do that too, but I don't like to because it hurts.
What is screamo?
It's where you like, it's like pop punk music where you scream.
Okay.
Ah!
Morning, Digital Doc Games. Thanks for being here. Morning, Real AJ. If I didn't shout that out already, do hope you get some sleep, AJ. You can find the Real AJ Storm streaming on Twitch, playing the Call of Duties like this one, Black Ops Cold War. Digital Doc Games was our co-host yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Did you have a lot of fun hanging out with Amiyad on stream?
That's fantastic. We have to do that again at some point. It was nothing but fun.
See that, Digital Doc? You have a second date request. He's the first one went
true.
well. I read yesterday that it's not good to wear black on a first date because black psychologically has a suspicion to it. Makes people think that you're hiding something by wearing black clothing.
So black is sus.
That's what they. I specifically remember they said purple. Has something,
I see how you found this story.
has,
Go on.
has something to do with it was not trustworthiness, not in the least. Maybe it had something to do with like made people believe that you knew what you were talking about. Which clearly I don't prove that point. So I did order some clothes yesterday from streamers who have merch, and I'm very excited because one is purple. It's not purple clothing, but it's purple writing, and I'm very excited. So, bam.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So, Digital Doc says, I'll get the tissues ready.
It happens. We all get bloody noses sometimes. I do it too. Usually after Sean hits me.
Yes. No, I appreciate everyone who's given us the feedback that the show works as background as well. Because, I mean, that was what radio was. Remember, when you would be in a retail shop, right, and they'd have the radio going on in the background and it'd be a morning show or something like that. Like, that's great. I'm absolutely enthralled that is something that's good. I've definitely got some getting used to being on the other end of things. I was so used to hearing Ryan's voice in my ear that when he spoke sometimes I had to remind myself that I actually needed to respond. Oh, that's true. Hofbrew says Screamo is a no-go for
no bueno.
Now, is that your least favorite, or
you just type it?
We love you.
Let's do birthdays in this day in gaming history. To 6:55 West Coast time, 9:55 on the East, and 2:55 in the UK. If you are hanging out with us this morning, thank you very much for being here. Got some cat jam going on. Thank you also, Real AJ, for hosting us on Twitch. We are on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. Any birthdays to celebrate with us, let us know in the chat. Also, you see in the middle of your screen, Kara Hillstock will join us coming up at 8:20 a.m. this morning. Nice. Actor Carl Weathers turned 73 today.
Nice.
That's more than great. 72.
No. What?
Yes.
Not by much.
Apollo Creed's great.
True. Faye Dunaway turns 80 today.
Neat.
Steven Soderbergh is 58. Director.
He's very good at what he does.
Emily Watson? 54?
Yeah, I love Emily Watson.
I'm looking for someone. Here we go. LL Cool J turns 53.
Yeah, wow.
Nice.
Wow. LL Cool J is 53. LL Cool J has aged well. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
53. And is still doing one of the CSI, NCIS, CSI, CWB 3842 HUT.
I think he's doing like CSI Cleveland or CSI
Miami.
Long
no, that
Beach
was
City.
That was the sunglasses person.
CSI Scandinavia, perhaps.
Ooh,
I do think I remember from football, because they promo what's coming up on Sunday night, is they have at this point just said, screw it. After football, it's 60 minutes, except on the West Coast, and then it's just NCIS. We're just going to run it from the start to the very end. So
the show you guys were thinking of is a lip sync battle. You were way off.
I loved lip sync battle, by the way.
NCIS Los Angeles is what he's on.
Yeah, LL Cool J didn't host lip sync battle, did he?
Mm-hmm.
It was LL Cool J and Chrissy Teigen. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish they would have not have gotten rid of that. Thank you, Kiki Lowe, for the host on Twitch as well. Thank you so much. Tom Holland was the MVP on Lip Sync Battle. No. What's her name? Anna Kendrick. Anna Kendrick killed it on Lip Sync Battle. John Krasinski got blown up by Anna Kendrick.
Him and his wife were fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Emily Blunt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did really good on Lip Sync Battle. Man, this is taking a turn toward Lip Sync Battle. Just because we mentioned LL Cool J. Because finally knew someone. And I actually knew the next person on the list. Jason Bateman is 52. It was like we got through the 70, the 58, and Emily Watson. I should know
Bury
Emily
the lead.
Watson.
Bury the lead.
Yeah, and then this is what happens when you go sequentially. But Jason Bateman is 52. I read this wrong for a second. I read fun fact, unlike some other 80s porn stars, but it says child stars.
What?
It's like payment listed porn. Oh my gosh, it's like child stars. Just child. There's no other word associated with that, just says child stars. I just glanced at it, I was like, what? No. Oh no. All right, and then finally, Dave Grohl turns 52 today. Who knew? Jordan Ladd is 46. Rapper Slick Rick is 56 today.
Nice.
Actor Holland Taylor, not Tom Holland, but Holland
Not
Taylor,
Tom Holland.
from 2.5 Men in the Practice is 78.
It's also Zach Wilde's birthday. He was a guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne and Black Label Society. Pretty great.
What is the best Dave
It's pretty
Grohl
okay.
and Zach Wilde song?
Everlong, maybe. It's not my favorite. I just thought of it.
Good morning, Superphonic. Thank you for being here. Did Zendaya do a lip sync battle? Do you remember Zendaya's
Probably.
episode?
Mm-mm.
I don't think I ever actually watched this show.
I'm a pretty big fan of Zendaya, so I would definitely try to find that one on YouTube. That was the one thing that I like shows that do well, translating, if you will, their show from TV onto YouTube. They put like full segments down, those kind of things. Like that helps me out a ton. So big fan.
The world changed when late night shows figured out YouTube.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Superphonic reference AJ the Carry Man. I got news this morning in our Discord, which if you're not in our Discord, apparently the compliment battle between Incantasia and AJ continued into the evening. I got a post from both of them around 8:52 p.m. Pacific time, which is basically 12 hours removed from our show, that it was still going on, the compliment battle between the two. So I'm going to get our friend Chrissy Icky, and we are going to do a dramatic voice read of the chat log from our show yesterday and post that on YouTube at some point.
It's ridiculous.
I like it.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It carried on until 1 o'clock Pacific time this morning. Wow. You were dedicated. The perseverance that you have shown will not be forgotten.
You guys really carried each other to the finish line.
There you
That's
go,
a
Sean.
callback.
Nice work. I'm learning. So I had to work really hard to try to figure out the interval between Pacific time and GMT. And now I know it's 8 hours, and I'm not going to forget that at this point. Plus, this is where me actually working in radio and using a lot of 24-hour clock has been helpful as well. So, this day in gaming history, buckle up. Just as Sean had in the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News, the list is starting to get long again. Here we go. 2003, Sony releases the Getaway video game for the PlayStation 2. It was $50.
That was your news.
And that was
did
your
it.
this day in gaming
Woo,
history.
you made it.
So you can write down a whole bunch of the releases from this morning, and we can talk about those a year from now. Super. I had to learn the U.S. clocks to keep up with the NFL because nothing was worse than when you get out to the East Coast. It's like, Sunday morning, let's do some football. What?
Nope.
Why you
1
guys all
o'clock?
So what am I gonna do all day?
You can do half of your day before you watch a single NFL game.
It's really obnoxious. That's the one thing I really miss when I lived in Portland. I used to go and watch. You get breakfast and you'd watch football. It was wonderful. And then you had the whole day to do things. It was amazing.
Maybe I'm cut out for watching football in Hawaii because you could have a 7 a.m. kickoff.
Too early.
No, eggs and bacon and football. That's why I like the London games, because the London games sometimes get played as early as 6:30 a.m. Let's go.
True.
Let's go. All right.
That's what's nice about getting into Formula One is you get up super early, watch a race. We're done with the race and ready for a nap as everyone else is getting up.
Don't talk to me right now. I just watched the race, but it's morning. No, it's not. No, it's not. All right, 7:03, 10:03 West Coast, East Coast time, and 3:03 UK time. Coming up next hour, we'll have the Tom 10 best drummers of all time. That doesn't count, right?
Top 10 Drums. Who play drums?
Good. I don't even have the mispronunciation counter on this scene anyway, so I can't pull it up. So it doesn't count. Top 10 best drummers of all time. Will Kiki Lowe's dad make the list? She already said no last hour, but you will find out for sure. If
She doesn't know.
yeah, we may have made the list.
Could be.
We might have just edited it. 10. Maybe honorable mention Kiki Lowe's dad. Kiki Lowe confirms it's not Ringo Starr, as Mike alleged. And then we'll have sports coming up as well. And then, Carl will join us in the 8 o'clock hour. We'll play 5 questions. It is Gaming Morning Show with Sean, Mike O. I am Ryan. Thanks for being with us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. morning, gamer. It is Thursday, January 14th, 2021. I hope everything's still working. What a weird break. My timer even stopped running. But are we on the air?
I think so.
I have no reason to believe we're not, but it's just what a weird break. Holy cow. I swear this never happens to me. It's January 14th, 2021 on Gaming Morning Show. That is Sean. Look, it's Maiko. I am Ryan. Thank you for being with us wherever you may be. You can follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS, and of course find us in our Discord by going here in the chat. You requested it, now we have it. Please send all of your complaints about that last break to our Discord manager, better known as Sports Duck Gaming.
I'm on it.
They'll take care of all of the problems.
So my work days, Tuesday and Wednesday, I work in two different clinics during the week, and the clinic I work in Tuesdays and Wednesdays is usually a little slower because it's a shared building with a bunch of sports medicine providers. And so that's usually the day like I catch up on stuff, because I usually have a few minutes here and there between patients, and I work on some Discord stuff. I catch up on emails, I catch up on other paperwork. And we didn't have a doctor in the other clinic those days, so I was completely slammed. And so like I had all the stuff I wanted to work on our Discord, and I had no time for it. So I'm hoping I have time today to knock it out.
Did you not tell your patients like, hey, I need to reschedule you? I have a Discord to work
this is my time. Can you just please wait a few minutes?
Ooh, Digital Stitches. That was my favorite Shawn Mendes song. Digital.games is the expert about digital, or if you need digital stitches. I did write as our timer stitch. Our timer's sus. Yes, Hot Brew with the beatbox. Let's go. And Dr. Chick brought us some lyrics in there. I got some Simon and Garfunkel in there. Nice work. Way to pick it up, chat. I work in live sports as another part of my world, and that is the one thing that we have, honestly, in our standard operating procedure is we have to play the anthem at certain points in games, whether it's before the game or whatnot. And so it's like, here is the way that you play it. And if that fails, here's the backup. And if that fails, here's the backup. And I think like the fourth on the list is, if everything else fails, grab the microphone, start singing the anthem. All you'll have to do is the very first line, and then hopefully the whole crowd jumps in, which I've never had that fail. If that doesn't work and you have to sing the whole thing by yourself, that's contingency plan number 5.
Have you ever had to sing it?
I've had to do the first line. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting.
I'd be so nervous.
Oh no. See, and that's the thing. We talked about this in chat. One of the streams might have been Kiki's, for all I remember, but this is one thing that we've learned is there's some mental health benefits to streaming, even when you're on this side of the camera, because Kiki talked about signing on and right before the stream starts, always having an anxious feeling, right? Mm-hmm. And then once the stream is rolling, things get better. That is one thing that I guess I'm very thankful I don't have, is if you need me to get in front of the crowd and figure out something to say, let's go. Like, or the camera's on or the event's live, I'll figure it out. But yeah.
I with music, I can get in front of like a room full of people, like an open mic night or a small gig at like a coffee shop or a small venue or something like that, full of people, and I'm fine. You put me in a room with like 3 of my friends and ask me to play music, I get so nervous for no reason. And it feels more like that when I've played on here. I get that same nervous of like, oh, these like 3 people are watching me and I'm so nervous. It doesn't make any sense logically, but that's just, I have no problem getting in front of like a big crowd and playing, because I guess it's more abstract. They'll just blend together, and it's like I'm just playing for that wall of people.
Alien Anonymous is here. Alien, I hope your day is going well, or, trademarked pretty okay. That was right on my noggin. I got Molotov'd. That hurt. That was not cool. Yes, AJ, you need to make sure you get here, though, at 6 a.m. Pacific time. If you're not sleeping well, don't sacrifice any sleep on our behalf. But make sure to remind us. But yes, everybody, take notes. We need to play zombies
Everybody.
tomorrow because it is 115 day, which I still haven't looked up well enough to understand fully what that means, but apparently it has something to do with zombies, and so we have to play zombies. It's required.
Count me in.
I'll be here for the duration, so I'm down.
We get you for the whole 3 hours tomorrow?
See?
And if you
Some extra work this week, so I get time.
And if you didn't see in the middle of the screen, we do have Kara Hillstock joining us. It's now in the top left or top right of your screen. We have that interview coming up. We're going to play 5 questions. It's going to focus around some of the streaming mission for her channel, and that includes looking at inclusivity and trying to make sure that is a very top priority of the streams. So, morning, Dason X joining us as well. We got a lot of great folks in chat this morning. Thank you so much for being here on Gaming Morning Show. It is Dave Grohl's birthday. If you don't know Dave Grohl is the drummer from Foo Fighters and Nirvana. Now, Dave also plays all of the instruments, right? Not just drums.
Yeah,
He's like
yeah.
a musical
He does it all.
whiz. Nobody beats the Wiz. Yeah, I think because in Foo Fighters he mostly plays guitar, correct?
Yeah, he's mostly guitar and frontman roles.
Yeah.
I believe he has done some drums for Foo Fighters, especially in the studio.
Oh yeah. I believe it.
My favorite Dave Grohl work has been interacting with that girl on YouTube.
Nandi!
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Doing the content for, when you're in quarantine, it looked like Dave got his family involved and was singing backup lyrics for.
It was
I
so
think
good.
I think if that has to be so tough if you're a musician and you don't have maybe some of the normal means that you would have otherwise. Like, for example, if you don't have a studio, but you otherwise usually have a studio. So being a big time musician like Dave, I'm sure in the house had the studio and all this stuff. That has to be such a benefit, is to be able to still have that outlet in your house, but then was able to make something really cool like that because of that resource.
What is this guy shooting?
I don't know. He's not doing anything.
He only
It's
does
kind of annoying.
drums when Taylor is featured. Element 115 is what reanimated the zombies in the Call of Duty universe. Oh. So not to be confused with A113, which is what reanimated the zombies in the Pixar universe.
Or A1 steak sauce, which is
Reanimates burnt steak.
Dave, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good today. Pretty okay.
pretty okay. I'm good because I'm here with you guys. You're my favorite.
Uh-oh.
I'm just really excited to play 5 questions because that's one of my favorite segments now on the show. So we get to do that today, and I'm excited. So plus we get
There's the
raid,
glass.
so I can shoot all the glass.
I don't know why we can never win on raid.
Did you just run past me and think I was shooting at you?
A little bit.
Did you save me?
A little bit.
I'm gonna go swimming.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm swimming.
Oh yeah,
In the
Super,
pool.
Super in the Super Gig did play a Linkin Park song, so that was awesome. Although by the time the Super Gig was over, in the end, it really didn't matter that he had sang it. Anyone? Anyone?
For shame.
Man, they really nerfed the DMR.
Halftime.
Guys, it's not going well.
All right, stick around. We get our top 10 list coming up after this game. Top 10 best drummers of all time. The definitive list.
This guy's got like a diamonds on his gun.
list is not definitive.
Hop Brew says Linkin Park Reanimation. I haven't heard that in forever.
What is that?
That's it's like remixes with Linkin Park from like 2001 or 2002.
Was Dave Grohl on that?
Probably on everything else. I think because you said Linkin Park is why he. Why
No,
Hop
I said
Brew
Linkin
has-
Park because I read that he wrote Linkin Park Reanimation. I didn't know what it meant. Maybe that's his favorite Linkin Park song, but it's not his actual favorite.
He just wrote it. Oh, it's a reanimated zombies.
Of course.
Thing.
Of course, yes, of course, of course.
We should have known better. But in
Good
the
news.
end, it
I got the glass on this side. Thanks for covering me, Maiko.
Oh, okay. His DMR works just fine.
Don't leave, Hofru! Don't leave! Come back! Come back, please. Don't leave. We just need Hofbrew to join the show.
Kabloom! That sucks.
Boo. I got napalm struck.
Napalm struck!
As opposed to Thunderstruck. Thunder Pups!
Why are you over here? Why? Why? There's someone back behind in the... Yeah, thank you for whoever did that. Might have been neither of you. Nope, still died. Still back there.
Back where?
Behind C in that garage with the yellow car.
Underwear. I can never get my kids with the underwear thing. You know, like, hey, it's under there. They're like, no, Dad. I'm like, all right, well, fine.
No, it's not. It's not under there. You be quiet.
Well, they broke my sentry turret. That wasn't very kind of you.
Whoa.
Whoa,
So
that was a
many
big
explosions.
explosion.
I saw the sign. It was an explosion on my brain. I saw the sign. I saw the sign. I saw the sign. I saw the sign. I'm wondering if I'm gonna get it. Am I gonna get it now? Anyone gonna stop me? I don't think so. I'm playing the saxophone.
Can you still play the saxophone?
No. There was too much practice involved in trying to be great at a musical instrument. I couldn't focus my attention that long.
Oh.
I did play the baritone after starting with the alto. And I did like the baritone because nobody else had a baritone, so I got to play like key parts of songs. Like
I like the recorder.
like Low Rider, that was my song. All right, bye Calty. Thanks so much for being here. And if you didn't see it earlier, please check out the 45th anniversary edition of the 45th Parallel Podcast, which may or may not be the actual 45th anniversary edition. And stick around for our Tom Top 10. So, man, just adding words where they don't exist.
I mean, you could technically probably do like a top 10 Toms, you know?
That would be a good list. We should have like on a very popular Tom birthday sometime.
There's a just FYI, the basketballs don't float if you can get them to the pool.
See, I don't believe this for a second, that this would launch it that far.
Oh boy, why are you there? Just standing there while I reload.
I was shooting the basketballs.
Serious?
Not you.
What is your no?
That's
This
just
other
rude.
this person was
That's
busy.
not very
I was,
nice,
I was
sir.
trying to shoot the basketballs. We're gonna lose. We have a list to do. I mean, they
Well,
don't
that would've been
understand
fun.
what we're trying to accomplish on Gaming
So
Morning
there's a
Show.
bunch of basketballs on this thing. I wonder if I could shoot it and get it in the hoop. How do I get it over there?
We'll
Man.
never know, Mike. We'll never know. All right, it is 7:25 West Coast time, 10:25 on the East. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show. Again, thank you to Culty Vibes for being with us as one of our patrons as well. You can become a patron via our Patreon. Support GMS at patreon.com/gamingmorningshow. The early adopter tier available now, and has a bunch of perks that we hopefully will be getting off the ground very, very soon. And there's rumors, although you don't have to be a Patreon to be involved with this, I don't think. I haven't really thought this through, but a Fantastic Four watch party that we will have soon, because that was such a good idea the other day.
Love it.
Was it?
It was. Apparently. I don't know.
We have to watch all of them.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just kidding.
That's so many Fantastic
No
Fours.
reason.
Is that like the Fantastic 16?
I mean, there's only I think 8 or 12 maybe. There's
Okay.
only 2 of them, isn't there?
I mean, 2 modern ones. Did they not make like superhero movies other than Superman back in like the 60s or 70s?
I feel like they made a Thor movie, and it was just as awesome as you would imagine it being. Kind of like when they made a Masters of the Universe movie, and Dolph Lundgren was He-Man. It's great.
He-Man.
Super quality.
Who played the
Count.
Flash and was the person that they chased down in Ted?
Gosh. Wait, what? Ted?
The movie Ted with the bear,
Yeah.
Mark
They chased
Wahlberg.
it?
They were obsessed with whoever played the Flash in like the 70s TV
Was
show.
it, you're thinking Flash Gordon, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well,
Is
the
Flash
and
Gordon not the
Gordon are
Flash?
different people. No,
Nope.
they're two very different things. I mean, I can see how you could get confused, but yeah, no, they're very different.
They're different.
One is a man that runs really fast, and the other one is an intergalactic space cowboy or something. Yeah,
Are you serious?
absolutely.
Didn't they both wear red? And they had a
don't think so.
lightning bolt on their chest?
I mean, ballpark. Let's see. What is Flash Gordon? I mean, Flash Gordon did kind of wear red, but he has like a star on his chest, not so much a thing. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I'm not even messing with you. I thought they were obsessed with the Flash
No.
Gordon, Indianapolis.
Nope, it's Flash Gordon, different guy.
Oh my god.
So Ryan, in your defense, if you Google, are Flash Gordon and the Flash the same, which they're not, but if you Google it, askinglot.com does say it explains the differences, but then it does say more often than not, people assume Flash Gordon is the
Yep,
Flash.
yep.
So you're not alone.
No, yeah,
You're still very, very wrong, but you're not alone in being very, very wrong.
and the Flash Gordon theme song is so much better than the Flash. So Flash, whoa! That's what.
That's not the Flash's theme song?
No.
But they don't say
I agree.
the
I agree with
Flash
Chris.
Gordon. They just say the Flash. Ooh.
Flash, whoa!
See?
I gotta figure out the last. Hold on, but see, the Flash is like a really fast guy, right?
Oh, and now that you say that, the clip that I remember watching from Ted, they find the person, whoever played Flash Gordon, if that is your real name. And he's zipping around space on like this glider thing. And clearly, the Flash didn't need that
just
because
run,
the Flash
yeah.
was real fast, didn't need a vehicle. Oh my god.
No, yeah, it's yeah. And Queen wrote the Flash Gordon theme, which is obviously not Flash.
Thank you,
Flash,
Dr.
ah!
Chick!
Savior of the
you.
universe.
Oh my gosh.
Flash. Ah! I'll save every one of us.
That's what happens.
Great, yeah.
When I'm running the controls and you don't know something, we're gonna throw your shout out. Dr. Chick and I are one. You are all
Oh,
wrong.
man.
Dr. Chick is also like 15 years younger than you are.
What's that? have to
Flash,
do with it?
Flash Gordon was like in your young kid wheelhouse,
No way! It was from like the 70s.
but it became popular in the 80s when you were what, 37?
Yes, the comic book. I remember watching the
33?
cartoon, The Flash Gordon, where he was dressed in with a lightning bolt and ran real fast. The Flash Gordon.
No.
Indianapolis.
The-
Oh my God. All right, 7:31, 10:31. We're having breakthroughs this morning on Gaming Morning Show. It is 3:31 in the UK. Thanks for being with us. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. The Flash Gordon. That is
Flash.
Mike O, bottom left, Sean, upper left, and I am Ryan. All right, top 10 drummers of all time. This is from ledgernote.com. And I like how we've had some preemptive comments in the chat. This person better be on it. I would like to note.
If there's anyone named Tom on this list, the crowd is going to go wild.
I'd just like
I'll
to
tell you
note
what though,
that
Dave
this is
Snack's gonna
from
beat you up.
ledgernote.com. Gaming Morning Show did not make this list. We have no control of who is on or not on this list. Yes, Dr. Chick. Absolutely.
You know what assuming means, though, right?
It did right now. For sure. All right. Number 10 on this list, Bill Bruford. Master drummer, percussionist, meteoric rise with King Crimson, and eventually became the live drummer for Genesis.
That's when, because Genesis was Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins was the drummer, and then Phil Collins became the frontman. Yep.
Oh, okay. Yes. I was about to say Genesis with Sting, but that's the Police. So, okay.
Well, and this is a really good example. And I don't know a lot about drummers, but every time I hear a drummer, I'm like, I really like this drummer. They always have a good, solid foundation in like proper technique and jazz, and you're like, oh, they're a musician who plays drums. And he's a very good example of that. He's
They know
solid
their
drummer.
music.
Yeah.
You guys think Flash Gordon was in Genesis?
No, that was
No, the Flash. The Flash.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. Max Weinberg. I remember Max from being in one of the bands.
Jay
for late
Leno,
night.
yeah.
Conan's.
Conan's band. Yeah.
Yeah.
Max
Oh,
Weinberg.
and The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. He was in both.
Oh, nice.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Buddy Rich, Gene Krupa, and Ringo Starr as influences. Weinberg's philosophy of show up every time and do a good job is something we all can learn from.
Yeah. And he was the drummer for Bruce Springsteen for ever and ever.
Look at the trivia facts, though. Did you see that one?
It's also in there. So
But did you see that top one?
The Max Weinberg one?
Yeah, Max
Wow.
Weinberg is the father of one of the
That's
Slipknot
crazy, right?
drummers, Jay Weinberg. That's badass.
I like to believe that it's actually Max Weinberg behind the mask, and he's just saying it's Jay. Yeah.
He's like,
Oh,
here's
yeah,
my
it's
son. I'd like to introduce you to my son. I'll be right back.
He's in the car. Let me go get him.
Have you ever seen Max and
Why are
Jay
you
in the
already
same
wearing a
place?
mask?
Why did you just rip open your shirt, Max? Somebody's in trouble. Mike Portnoy is number 8 on this list. Dream Theater, 25-year run with Dream Theater.
I don't know this one.
Let's go down to our
Flash.
Dream Theater expert. Here is Maiko.
Savior of the universe. Flash. I don't know.
Number 7, Buddy Rich, jazz drummer, band leader. Self-taught child prodigy, according to ledgernote.com.
Nice.
He began leading bands on international tours in his teens, and by 15 years old, he was the second highest paid child entertainer in
Hold
the
on,
1930s.
hold on. Playing drums on Broadway at age 4 in vaudeville shows.
Wow.
Age 4.
Look up
I
Buddy
was still eating
Rich.
dirt when I was 4.
Well, you could eat dirt and...
I'm still eating dirt when I'm 40. So whatever.
let's see.
Trivia facts. He was apparently short-tempered and would get into actual fights with Frank Sinatra, which wasn't good because Rich was a black belt in karate.
Well, I was about to say, you remember that time that Buddy Rich beat up Frank Sinatra? Imagine if YouTube was around back then.
Oh, he served as a judo instructor for the United States Marine Corps.
Absolutely the guy that you want to get in fights with.
And he always carried around sticks.
Days and X made the fart smeller joke. I love that. Hal Blaine is on this list. Number 6 associated acts were the Wrecking Crew and the Beach Boys.
Wow.
Started playing
He's the
drums
most
at 8 years
recorded
old.
stereo drummer in history, having recorded in over 35,000 sessions and 6,000 singles. He's played on 40 number 1 hits and 150 top U.S. top 10s.
That's a lot.
Holy
That's
jeez.
awesome.
All right, number 5, the Who's drummer Keith Moon is on this list.
Who?
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
He played on
Yeah.
inspiration for the Muppets character Animal, according to the Fun Fact Trivia. Is
I
Animal
love-
on this
I-
list?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh.
Right here.
Jason
I love
X.
watching videos of The Who and Keith Moon because he's nuts.
Yeah.
He's one of those drummers that subscribe to the if I just have more things, I have more fun. And he always just, his set was it's insane. It's awesome.
Number 4 on this list, John Bonham. There you go. John Bonham is on the list at number 4. Now you can start throwing out the number 4, which I've heard that argument before because was the lead drummer of Led Zeppelin. Yeah, nope. Days Next is satisfied. Full blown yes. John Bonham's drum solo Moby Dick would last over 20 minutes live on stage,
Oh my
and the
gosh.
crowd loved it.
20 minutes. That's a long time.
Number
long
3, Bernard Purdy. Associate acts Jeff Beck, Steely Dan, and the 3Bs.
Some call him Mississippi Bigfoot.
That might now make him your favorite drummer.
Quite possibly. Yes, very much so. Brought to you by Dr. Squatch Soap.
Why is that always just sitting there?
I can't move it now. That's the, like I've tried. And it just comes back. It's just there.
Mike is never gonna bathe again.
I can't wait for us to have our first sponsor, and we're like, and Mike, hit us with the sponsor. He's like, I don't know. I have the soap though. Still,
Yeah, I'll be like,
still
the
here.
first sponsor, Dr. Squatch Soap.
Wait,
Nautical
is
Sage.
Mike getting paid and we don't know it? That's why he wanted to join the show. He's like, I have a sponsor. I just need someplace to put it. That's good. Number 2 is one of my favorites, Neil Peart, the longtime drummer of Rush, who I think recently just died, right? Like, very
I
recently.
think right.
Last half year or so.
Yeah.
But the one thing I loved about Neil Peart is just the 360-degree drum set. Like,
Yep.
I mean, it was probably 354 degrees because needed
He's
a
got
gap
to
to
get
get
out.
out.
Yeah.
No, you move the xylophone, you sneak in, and you put it back.
They would just crane him down into his seat and then lift him back out.
Well, and this is another example of he's a true musician. Like, he's not just a drummer; he is a true like percussionist. He played some instruments that most like rock drummers, for example, would have no idea where to start with. He was also, and it does have this in here. He was Rush's primary lyricist, and that's awesome. I love that.
However, fun fact: before he was part of Rush, he was part of a band called Hush.
No, what?
That's what it says.
That's such a good one.
After he left Rush, he joined a new band called Flush.
No, it was Zush because he had to go progressively down the alphabet.
It was actually Vertical Horizon. Thanks.
Ginger Baker. Number 1 is Ginger Baker. Associated acts include Cream, Blind Faith, and Air Force. Alongside Eric Clapton for the first 2 of those. He was one of the earliest drummers to use 2 kick drums and record lengthy drum solos.
I like it.
Yeah, there's a couple of like honorable mentions too,
Hit me.
which includes Kiki's dad and future grandfather Ringo Starr. Phil Collins. Thanks, Phil. I love you, buddy. Stuart Copeland, he was a drummer for the Police. He was pretty good. Danny Carey, he was a drummer for Tool. Alan White, who was a drummer for Yes. And, of course, the birthday boy himself, Dave Grohl, is on that list as well.
I like how this list, they just couldn't stop. They had the top 10, and
like,
then they
doesn't have
have
15
1, 2, 3 runners up, and then, then half
Honorable
a dozen honorable mentions. We just know too many drummers.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Questlove isn't on there, to be honest.
That's a really good point.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like I'm really
Questlove is
surprised
pretty
Questlove's
fantastic.
not on there. So we'll have to write them a heavily worded letter from our manager, Sports Gaming.
nicely worded.
That was a good list, though. I think that's the best top 10 we've had in a while.
What do you
It's a
say?
solid list.
Say my top
We've had
tens are
some
not usually
stinkers.
well thought through.
This one wasn't from Reader's Digest.
No,
Canadian
the
Reader's
Canadian
Digest.
Reader's Digest. Yes, the best source of information on the internet.
Which may or may not be written by a moose. I don't know.
Have you ever seen a moose in person?
No,
Have you ever seen one,
I
Sean?
don't want to.
Not in person, but
Okay,
they're
so
huge.
I've never been as close to a moose as I have been to an elk, which is also gigantic. But like,
I've been by an elk. Yeah.
my favorite moose story is we went to Yellowstone Park one time as when I was a kid. I've been there many times since because my sister lives near Yellowstone Park. And there, the very first time we were driving through the park, you see buffalo all over the place. You see deer all over the place. Like that's a given almost. If you want to go to Yellowstone to see either of those two things, you can find them. But we were driving down the road, and there's a sign that says moose viewing area, and just across from that arrow was a moose just standing there. Like it was just that day where you happened to go out, and all of a sudden, bam, there's a moose exactly where it needed to be.
It's awesome.
It was great. It was hilarious.
Was it real? Did it move?
Yes. It was
Okay.
animatronic.
Checking. I mean, it didn't walk or anything, but it stood there.
I like how it just
moved
cut
its
right
head.
just so I could shoot the glass.
I want to switch the spawn so I can go see if I can make a basket.
Viewers on
It's like
Gaming
set up
Morning Show
perfect.
have never more wanted to have extra views than mine because I just go over here and shoot the glass. Except for Digital Dot Games. Apparently, this is the content that Digital Dot Games is looking for.
Oh, what do you? There's someone just like standing over here. What?
Was Roger Taylor on that honorable mention?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so that was one that Day added in saying because of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Nope. I can't get enough air on the basketball.
I do
to
think
get
though
it.
that's like an unwinnable top 10 list. Like there's just so many that could go.
Yeah, and I
into
think
that
that's
list.
why they went so many honorable mentions and runners up and stuff like that. That's a hard top 10 to make.
I mean, that's along the lines of like top guitarists of all time, right?
Mm-hmm.
The correct answer is obviously Tiny Tim.
What? The character
He played the ukulele. Tiny Tim.
in Christmas Carol?
As a tiptoe through the tulips.
What are you talking about?
You don't know Tiny?
I know who Tiny Tim is.
No,
Had a-
not the crippled kids. The singer guy.
There was no singer in Christmas Carol.
Well, duh. He's like a real guy. Somebody in chat, help me out here.
Oh, wait, are you saying that the person who portrayed Tiny Tim was
No, he was a singer, and he played the
Tiny
ukulele.
Tim was not a singer. He was a young kid who had a cane in the movie Christmas or the novel or the whatever Christmas Carol.
All right. Then when he grew up, he became a singer that played the ukulele and sang about tiptoeing through the tulips.
Sean, is he messing with me?
I don't know what this show is anymore.
Pretty soon, I'm gonna be asked to not come back.
Wait,
to
did Tiny Tim play Flash Gordon?
No, he played the Flash.
The same person then. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I still don't know what you're talking about with Tiny Tim, but that's not
Hold
the
on.
point anymore. I don't have a clue what's going on. What is that person doing?
Sorry for saying not the crippled kitty. Not the young man who couldn't walk, is what I should have said.
That is exactly. Oh, there's more glass up here.
Oh God.
Oh, but you can't shoot that glass. What?
You
Oh,
just
can
don't
make
want
it
it
like flake though.
hard enough.
How much do I have to shoot it? Protect me. This is important. That is the strongest glass in history. Maybe
I just
I have
wanted
to
to
ADS.
thank everybody for allowing me to be on the show, as this will be my last show. Through the two
You're gonna double down, huh? That's your plan to stay on the show. Just double down on Tiny Tim. I still don't know what he's talking about, chat. I know you. There's a link in there. I can't click on a link. I'm playing high level gameplay. I gotta shoot more glass. Oh my God. I'm gonna mute him. I'm gonna mute him. Never muted someone yet. I'll mute him. Can I auto mod? A mod?
You've asked many a time what GMS After Dark was going to be. It'll just be me singing Tiny Tim.
That's like line item 1.
Oh,
Good morning, Chris M.E. Please save us. Anybody, just do something to help us out this morning. It's not going well.
Hi, Chris. Oh, I was just... That guy didn't even assassinate me.
I did say I think you were streaming yesterday night, Chris. I wasn't able to hop in.
Chris,
but
no, Chris was on late, yeah.
I was watching IntelliGame's stream yesterday, and so I didn't have a chance to hop into yours.
Chris, you were playing D&D the other day, correct? With Nate's stream on the Mad Artisan. Because you guys don't have names, you just have your character names. I'm really bad about voices.
Animal Crossing, that's what it was.
Animal Crossing, yes. Yes. I love animals that cross. Tiptoe through the tulips.
Oh my gosh, sports coming up next. If we have an 8 o'clock hour, Cara Hillstock will join us.
The show has gone amiss.
What? I can't break the glass?
Well, not the thick one. You have to be able to see through it.
Right.
You can shoot the car glass. Yeah, I broke it.
Oh, that was your first time playing D&D. I've never watched a D&D stream. And when you say playing D&D, are you playing a video game version of it, or is it just like webcams on y'all playing the game?
There are apps for it. So you play, it's kind of, yeah, the answer to that would be yes.
A video version of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm crushing the shotgun game today. Victory!
We did
it!
Hey.
First D&D campaign. Good clarification. It is Gaming Morning Show.
I did it.
Hey.
I'm
No
the
one
best.
knows. No one knows.
You'll never see it, but Sean was the winner.
We did win the game.
Oh yeah, but Sean was like the winner.
The winner, chicken dinner, sports doc gaming. All right, 30 minutes away from our interview with Kara, we'll play 5 questions. Talk about inclusivity, some of the games that Kara is working on, a writer and narrative designer, also a variety streamer on Twitch. That is Mike O, bottom left, former host of Gaming Morning Show. That is Sean, top left, sports.gaming. I am Ryan. Thank you for being with us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at gamingmorningshow.tv. Stick around in our Discord. You can hang with us and talk about things like the carry bracket challenge that's coming from Gaming Morning Show, where both sports.gaming and Mike O will be dropped into an Apex Legends arena, Hunger Games style, and it'll be up to one of our many seasoned Apex Legends players to carry them to victory. And whoever ends up winning that will be deemed the ultimate carry king, queen, or terminology you prefer. And that is because that's in honor of Real AJ and Incantasia keeping their You're the Best carry going until, according to sources, 9 GMT. It was amazing.
Carry.
It was pretty okay.
Carry me.
It was pretty okay.
All right. Gaming Morning Show at 7:51 West Coast time, 10:51 on the East, and 3:51 in the UK. It is time for sports!
Sports.
You know what I need from Mike? I think I need Mike to give me like a sports style sound. So in the radio days, you used to be like, it's time for sports. And then we obviously got Sean doing this sports thing. But then you could come in with like a boom, 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 or like a very sports-centric thing.
What, I'm the sound effects guy? Is that what you're saying?
Well, you give Sean for
No,
his
that's true.
segment so
Well, but Sean didn't threaten to mute me or kick me off the show because
you did that to yourself. You were like, this is my last show. I was riffing off of you. Yeah,
So we don't get
copyright. Yeah, I was gonna say don't use that one. We're gonna get sued.
no copyrights.
Gaming Morning Show signs partnership with ESPN. All right, James Harden is heading to the Brooklyn Nets. There's been a trade in the NBA. It involves 487 teams. 6,327 players are being shipped, and every draft pick has been swapped between every team. That's basically how they made this happen.
Don't forget 14 different continents. Too.
Yes, they're going to be on all of the continents twice. Kevin Durant and Harden will be reunited from their Oklahoma City days. Kyrie Irving now part of this trio of the NBA's highest scorers. It's a 3-time scoring champion going from the Rockets to the Nets. Harden has been trying to get out of Houston for quite some time and apparently is able to do it through a 4-team deal. I think the most interesting thing now is Victor Oladipo is now playing in the backcourt with John Wall in Houston, so that'll be kind of fun. LeBron James, 26 points. Lakers routed the Thunder, 128-99. Franchise record 7th straight road victory to start the season. And you mentioned it. Everybody scored for the Philadelphia Flyers, a 6-3 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins in the first game of the NHL season. Tonight, be there or be sad. I was going to say be square, but that's not really
literally
much
doing
fun.
anything else.
5 o'clock Pacific time, a rematch of the opening round of last year's Western Conference playoffs. It is the Edmonton Oilers not playing because it's Winnipeg Jets.
Does Warren Moon still play for the Oilers?
No. No. Doesn't.
How about Flash Gordon? Does he
Jets
play
Flames. 5 o'clock tonight. Damn it, CBS redesigned my app and it threw me off. Like, I just opened, I was like, where am I going? Used to be all reliable.
for him? Yeah.
7:54 West Coast time, 10:54. I need a break. I don't know if you do, but we'll come back and get set up for 5 questions with Kara Hillstock. We'll play that game coming up at 8:20 a.m. Pacific time, and we'll have our Gaming Morning Show morning gaming redos as well. I'm exhausted. It's Gaming Morning Show. Sean, Ryko, Ryan, thanks for being with us wherever you are on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, and YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Gaming Morning Show stage, the one, the only, Sports Doc Gaming.
Someone's breathing on my mic. He almost forgot about me, guys. I was gonna play a song. Butter on a summer day when she's around, was on the tracks when the gate came down. Suddenly I recognized those bloodshot rearview mirror eyes as mine. I heard that whistle call my name. I almost drove away, but Meg and I had a feeling that you would be on that train. So I just waited there for you. Caught a ride to another town where the air was clean and the sun never goes down. Everyone was standing in a line between the landing and the stairs. I heard somebody call my name. I almost climbed the stairs, but Meg and I had a feeling that someday you'd meet me there. So I just waited there for you. Butter on a summer day when I hear that name, it's a dream that never came true. Sat down on the tracks and waited for a train to take me back to you. Somebody came and took my hand. I finally had to go, but Meg and I just want you to know that I waited as long as I could. Butter on a summer day when she's around. How much time do we have? Are people back? Nope, no, Brian's getting up. We'll play one more. I wish I had a pick for this one, where any of my picks are. Think I've seen every star in the sky tonight. Wait, this is not the... Think I've seen every... What key are we in? Guys? No one's here.
Did you try the key of 7?
Ooh, the key of 7. Think I've seen every star in the sky tonight. Move from the city lights. Oh, I know what's wrong. I got it.
Yeah!
Guys, I got
Woo!
it. You ready? Are we doing more?
Run it back.
Capo makes all later.
Think I've seen every star in the sky tonight. from the city lights has never seemed so right. No, I shouldn't believe a word you say. I do anyway, 'cause I'm dumb like that.
You're not dumb.
Yeah, don't talk about yourself that way.
That's rude.
You are you.
Something's off with this one. I'm gonna skip it and come back to that.
Run it back. Run it back.
Sounds good.
I don't.
I like that song. Can you keep playing that one?
It's my didgeridoo rendition.
I have a didgeridoo. You want me to get it?
I had a
Of course
didgeridoo.
you have a didgeridoo.
My mom got me one when I was in high school. Actually, no. I'm sorry. A friend brought it from Australia.
Were you a professional didgeridoo player? Mark?
No.
That was one of his
I had it
jobs.
at camp because it woke my kids up.
Anyways, we can move on. This is a failed attempt.
I thought it was. It's always pretty good. It's pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
All right,
Pretty okay.
Gaming Morning Show. Thanks for being here. 8:02 on the West Coast. It is 11:02 in the East, and you're singing in my ears. So thanks so much. Sorry for getting to put you on right away.
That's really what threw me off.
That I'll take the blame. It was my fault, chat. My fault.
My B.
All right. That's a good jam right there. Keep playing that.
I just made that up. I just wrote that.
I'm sure it'll catch on with somebody someday. We were talking about playing the saxophone earlier because that is something I did when I was a kid. By the way, it's Gaming Morning Show. That is Maiko, Sean, I'm Ryan. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv coming up our interview with Kara Hillstock. Yeah, no, it was Inspector Gadget. And that's one of my favorite musical moments. I was in a department store playing with the keyboards that were out on display, and I figured out how to play The Simpsons on the keyboard just by pushing keys. I'm so proud of myself.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm basically a musical prodigy like that dude who was playing on Broadway at age 4.
4. That's pretty cool.
What a morning. Stick around. If you're just joining us, like Copia is. Good morning, Copia. Thanks for being with us at Gaming Morning Show. McKenna is here as well in the chat. Thank you for being here. We have our clip of the day coming up. Ryan has a stark realization of the differences between...
If anything that happens that beats that for clip of the day, man, we're in for a
We
treat.
really dropped the ball on the 8 o'clock hour. Gamer Morning Show, Morning Gaming Re-News coming up in just a little bit. We'll have our clip of the day and our takeaways that are pretty okay at the end of the show. And then coming up, no, that's it, because then we have our interview. Yeah, there you go. That's what we have.
Yeah.
That's our plan. Locked
And then we end the show.
Yes. Oh, yes. So Copia is here, and you are right on top of our topic of the day because it is Chris M.E.'s 52nd birthday. Happy
man.
52nd, Chris. We really appreciate it.
Was he there for the 45th anniversary of the 45th Parallel podcast as well?
Yeah, we did celebrate that earlier. If you missed that, shout out to Culty Vibes.
Kopi
He's
was
not here
there.
anymore.
Kopi was there the first time. Wow.
You can be there for he's had 1 year for each parallel. It is National Dress Up Your Pet Day. It is National Hot Pastrami Sandwich Day, Ratification Day, International Kite Day, Organize Your Home Day. When's the last time any of you had flown a kite?
Oh, it's been a few years.
You have some pretty
summer.
cool kites I remember spying from the move.
Yeah, we need to get those out sometime soon with the kiddos.
But you went out last
Yeah,
summer?
like the big kites. Not 2020, 2019.
Roger.
We go up to Michigan every 4th, and the Michigan beach is really windy. So we went and bought some kites for the kids, which the 6-year-old promptly flew into the lake. So
Makita's never flown a kite before. I hadn't flown one for quite some time, and then my daughter got one that we finally took to the Oregon coast and flew. Which, by the way, the coast is a great place to fly kites.
it is absolutely
So
very windy and flat.
stay tuned, Gaming Morning Show hosts. Come join us on the Oregon coast to fly a kite. That's
Let's
coming up in
go
2025.
fly a kite
It'll be amazing.
up To the greatest height.
That's true.
Sorry.
Mary Poppins just referenced twice with you and Chris M.E. in the chat. Yeah, McKitty, you gotta try it. It's fun. Oh, it's frustrating and then fun once the thing finally takes off.
Now that I have kids, flying a kite consists of me doing all the work of getting it up, and they're like, "Okay, let me do it." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, well, such is life, right?
I'm enjoying it."
I have a couple of stories we never got to because, one of us, not going to name any names, but got us sidetracked with Flash Gordon.
Yeah, don't
Tiny
blame me.
Tim.
That's all
What is going on with the show? But there's mini robot fish swimming in schools. It's just like the real thing. Apparently, they've figured out a way to intuitively synchronize movements. From Harvard, scientists have engineered miniature underwater robots capable of forming autonomous swarms. They're blue bots, which is what they're calling these fish. And they have blue LED lights that sense the direction and distance from others inside water tanks. And the swimming fish use flapping fins rather than propellers, which improves their efficiency and maneuverability compared to standard underwater drones.
Same.
I think it's funny that they say they swim in swarms as opposed to schools.
Swarmy schools.
Swarmy schools.
Alien would immediately to Skynet. I think there's not going to be a technology story that we put out that Alien doesn't go Skynet. Who picked this map?
I sure didn't.
I picked the other one.
Yeah, Garrison. Better
Yeah.
than this.
Copia. Yeah, you got to stick around for
Thanks.
the clip of the day because it is amazing.
Flash.
One of us on the show is clearly
Savior of the
misinformed.
universe.
So,
Flash. Whoa. Save every one of us. So Copia knows what I'm saying.
person let me just run right by them.
Oh gosh. I got blowed up.
Robots doing the mashed potato was 100% Skynet. I mean, listen, anytime I watch those Boston Acoustics robots do stuff, I'm just like, yeah, it was a good run we had.
Someone just bought Boston Robotics for like $2 million.
Oh, I said Acoustics, yeah, Boston Robotics.
No, it's fine, yeah. But no, someone just bought that for like a buttload of money.
Definitely shot it.
Why is someone shooting at me?
Difference is I knew it was him and shot at him anyway.
Yeah, I totally knew it was him too.
It's fine. It's like you guys are staging a coup.
Did they have them doing the twist?
Dude,
See, but I've read many times that some of those videos that we see of those robots doing stuff, they're not real.
the videos aren't real?
I've read that, and I don't know if that's just someone trying to, you know,
It's the robots trying to lay
right,
low.
trying to get us off the case or something like that.
Do not let them know.
They mustn't be aware. My glass.
That's what it was. So Hyundai just bought Boston Dynamics.
Okay, what are we talking about? Dynamics, acoustics, robotics? Which one is
It's
it?
the so the company that makes all that stuff it's called Boston Dynamics. But they make all the dancing robots and that creepy dog robot and stuff like that.
So is Boston Acoustics, Dynamics, Robotics rebranding to Skynet?
Yep, that's why Hyundai bought it.
That's a good name. Good name. Morning, Wallstormer. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you hanging out with us on Gaming Morning Show. Enjoyed your stream yesterday, and finally got through the final segment of your podcast, the Full Circle podcast. You were on that one, which we will share in the chat at some point. $30K for a dog robot.
That's reasonable. I think we have that in savings. I should just go buy one. My wife would be fine with it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would.
Hey, honey, sorry, we need to buy like flooring and stuff. I've bought this dog robot.
I wouldn't even, thinking about it, I wouldn't even consult your wife.
Oh
on
no,
that
I'm
one.
not
Just,
gonna.
I think
Yeah, no.
you can tell your wife that we all signed off on it.
Yeah, no,
All of
that's-
Gaming Morning Show.
that's
Say even chat. Chat did too.
That's how I ended up with the Xbox Series X. I was like, hey, babe, look what I got. She was like, oh, is that your Christmas present? I was like, yep. It's birthday, Christmas. whatever other holiday we can fit in there.
I'm notorious with my wife bringing home the extra food that we didn't actually need, and so she'll look at me and be like, "Pop-Tarts, huh?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, they were giving them away for free. It was with the purchase of
They were on
the
sale.
ham that you asked for. They were like, oh, free Pop-Tarts,' and so I brought them home. So
So why is there a charge on it? Well, it was tax.
yeah, and there's rebates and stuff.
Special tax. The Pop-Tart tax, though.
The Kellogg's tax.
So is that like the thing? So if you go to a store, if you see the Pop-Tarts, they just end up in your bag, in your cart? Because I know
Okay.
everyone has like that thing, you know what I mean? That like you go and you're like, well, I don't need this, but now I bought it.
Mm-hmm. How do you like your
So
Series
that-
X?
It's quiet. Starts up very fast. It's very large.
Is it in charge?
Of this quarter of my desk, yes. This is good though. The graphics are bananas.
BAN.
B-A-N-A-N-S.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, sorry, you can't.
The graphics are bananas. BAN.
6.
There's so many trophies on B. You won't even believe how many trophies are on B. We have everything.
Is it a participation trophy?
I believe it's reasonable to say that they are being dominated. That's a teammate. Do they have any players?
They have a lot of, well, they have a couple guys that keep like camping way out in the back, just trying to snipe people, and turns out that doesn't help you win.
Are you saying you should get
Get good.
you should probably get objectives in order to get points?
That's the name of the game.
Alien, it is like kind of like a fridge. However, unlike the KFC console, you cannot put things inside.
Well, you could, but
Have
just
you
once.
tried?
It wouldn't. It
Just-
would do very good.
Just
at
open
keeping
that
things
thing up,
cold.
Mike, and see what happens when you stick some soda in there or something.
Done. Maybe I'll put some chicken in there later. See what happens.
Well, you don't want cold chicken. It's a fridge. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Well, but it's warm when I'm touching it. It's hot. Well, it's not really hot, but it's warmer than cold.
What is warmer than being cold? All right,
Ice cold?
all right. Like I said, we really do appreciate you joining us for the last ever gaming morning show. It's been a good one.
It's just my last ever. It's fine. Starting
And my-
tomorrow, we're gonna have the morning gaming show. Watch MGS on Twitch. Tune in. We'll
You're
talk
going to
about
recruit
things
digital
like
docs so you have a doc
Tiny
as well. Is Tiny Tim going to write your theme song?
Yes, he is. Even though he's dead, yes, he will from beyond. We'll have a seance tonight to write the theme song.
Someone shooting at our
Mr.
teammate.
Now we can't get up this ladder.
It was you and me. Oh, this is the gameplay we expect right here.
But had that teammate of ours been not a teammate, we would have had him.
Oh yeah, owned.
He would have been super owned, or pwned as the kids say, perhaps.
All right, we got our interview, or we're playing 5 questions coming up next after this game.
Hopefully she's not watching. I see that she's in the green room, but hopefully she's not watching this part of it.
Oh, what a mess.
Oh boy.
Ow.
And just threw that syntax right out the window.
You know, Copia kind of, I'm sure Copia is busy, but it reminds me of how Hofbrew opened up our show saying, Everlong. Which, by the way, feels like 6 shows ago. And And we're like, oh, is that your favorite Dave Grohl song? No.
No.
I just typed it. And then Kopi jumps in and says, you're celebrating my hero. It's like, oh, cool. Tell us more about Dave Grohl. And Kopi has been gone since then, too. Jen, you don't know what you just walked into. I'm just going to be straight up with you. You just run. Run as quickly as you can, Jen.
Watch yesterday's show back.
Oh my gosh, my stomach's starting to hurt. I've laughed so much this morning. Oh my gosh.
See, I shared this with Ryan yesterday. I have a lot of things happening in life. Maybe someday I'll open up about it, but that's why I absolutely adore being here. Because of this.
Hey, Chris, is that your favorite Dave Grohl song, or is that just something you decided to say?
Or he's saying we should actually like learn to fly. Maybe he's talking about a hobby that he would like to experience.
Well, McKenna, if that's the case, you've come to the right place, because we are very good at this. Yeah, there are many streams that you can watch to get outstanding gameplay, and we highly recommend them, but this is not that place.
It's kind of funny. That's what my thing says when you look at my show. It says you can watch amazing gameplay, or you can watch me.
Yeah, and we recruited that into our mix. We said
This is
yes.
the guy for us.
Said yes to the mess.
Yeah, Hofbrew, we're still talking about it. It was that good. Although, stick around for clip of the day, because it definitely got overshadowed at some point.
Whoa! Oh, I got shot. That was almost caring.
Oh yeah, no, I could believe that. Austin Attack 12 is an outstanding singer. Don't believe is in the chat today, but you can find Austin Attack 12.
There's still time. We've got 40 minutes until we're off.
Well, that's true. And Austin's
she's got 37 minutes to show up.
Well, and then pop out because Austin's very good at that.
Yep.
It's like I have 7.3 seconds to talk to you. It's good to see you. Okay, I gotta go.
She and AJ popped into my chat last night while I was playing, and they stuck around, and I was very confused. I didn't know what to do. I was like, wait, are we supposed to talk more? Are you like what? Usually you just leave.
We won.
Oh, what an interesting.
All right. I hope I have some stamina left to bring in our guest and talk, because woof, y'all have made me laugh so much today. It is 8:19 West Coast time, 11:19 on the East Coast, and 4:19 in the UK for those watching Gaming Morning Show in the afternoon. Speaking of rock, we've talked about the top 10 drummers of all time. We talked about Robot Fish. I had all those days of the day that I don't have time to get to. I will tell you about mealworms getting on the menu of some European pasta bowls. That's coming up on Gaming Morning Show. So stick around for that, as well as our clip of the day. But I see our guest, Kara, is in the green room. It means it's time to get set for 5 questions. Stick around. 5 questions with Kara Hillstock is coming up next on Gaming Morning Show.
Once upon a time, we were both happy. Everything was fine, and suddenly it leave. I was left behind, broken in pieces. Then you'd reappear. Sometimes we all
Gaming Morning Show continues. It is Thursday, January 14th, 2021. Thanks for being with us on Gaming Morning Show, and we are delighted and thankful to bring in our guest today. We are talking to Kara Hillstock of Twitch, Twitter, all over the place. Fantastic person to get to know, and appreciate you taking the time to join us this morning. Writer, narrative designer, variety streamer on Twitch. You can find Kara's stream, Cheritomo, and we will link to that in our chat. Good morning. How are you, Kara? All right, I found my unmute switch. We're doing good. It's been a long morning so far, and Digital Doc Games in our chat says, hello. We are so thankful that you're here. We're going to play 5 questions with you in just a bit, but I want to get to know your stream a little bit better and introduce you to some who may have never found you before. Give us an idea of the sense of inclusivity that you have when you get on the air, when you're on your stream. Why is that something that you emphasize? Are you guys able to hear her okay?
No.
Okay, Kara, I'm sorry. We're having some technical
muted?
difficulties. She's looking for us.
Ryan's selfish and wants all the audio
It was
for
my
himself.
fault again. Is there anything in the settings for the green room?
Shouldn't be. It's worked before.
Okay, I'm gonna click.
All right, I know what it was. I'm sorry, that was my fault.
Can I tell you the truth though, Kara?
can
That fits the theme of the day so well.
We
Sure
can,
Yeah.
we can
Sure
still
does.
blame Ryan.
Yes, please
It's
do.
okay. It's still Ryan's fault.
Just take me down, because this has been the theme of the show. Let's run it back. Kara Hillstock is joining us on Gaming Morning Show. Writer, narrative
Oh my
writer,
God.
and Cheritomo on Twitch. Okay, thank you, because that makes me feel better. We've even muted our breaks today. It's been a fun show, though. You said yes, you'd come on and play this game 5 questions with us, which I am very excited about, and we'll play that in a few moments. But like I said, we'd like to introduce you to those who may never found you on Twitch or other places before. Give us an idea of what your stream about, especially in the sense of inclusivity.
Well, so glad to be answering this for the first time.
The very first time.
When I was younger, I actually struggled a lot to make friends because I was kind of a little bit weird. So I ended up being like really isolated for a large portion of my childhood. And now in my streams, I have the opportunity to create the community that I always wanted to have when I was younger. So a really accepting, inclusive space for people to be themselves, but also where they can ask like serious questions for things they might not understand too well. I have a lot of marginalized identities, and I'm always down to explain to people some of the more niche perspectives that they might not be familiar with.
And you've described yourself, if you go to your website, which we will link in the chat, this is the bio. As you mentioned, a queer, chronically ill, black writer, narrative designer, and variety streamer on Twitch. And I think that we are going to talk specifically about some of the games that you are working on as we speak. Give us a look into what some of those are, 2 games that are on the horizon, and what we should know of those.
Well, one of those games is already out, and it's a game that I made almost entirely by myself called To Be With You. That game is essentially a horror visual novel. It is about an hour long, and it explores essentially unhealthy relationships. It is semi-autobiographical, so I've been through abusive relationships in my past, and I wanted to make a game that would hopefully show people what it's like to be in an abusive relationship and give them the signs to look out for so that they can avoid it themselves. And the other game is Onsen Master, which is a lot more family friendly. It's like Overcooked meets a Ghibli movie. And so that game is supposed to be out sometime this year.
And you specifically focus on narratives. That's a big part of the work that you do.
Yeah, as a narrative designer, I am all about I think games have the potential to create experiences that people can really easily learn from. I think it's like the main medium where people can like firsthand experience feelings without actually having to live through the situations in question, and that's what I'm all about.
Well, like I said, we're excited that you're here and that you've agreed to join us. These are the kind of interviews that we would talk to you about some of the more real things, but we want to play 5 questions, which is a little more nonsensical, and we're going to do that now. So we certainly appreciate being here with us on Gaming Morning Show. Let's play 5 questions with Kara Hillstock right now on Gaming Morning Show. All right. So first question, I'm going to read this one, and I hope y'all in the rundown see the cues, because I'm going to have you ask some questions today. Let's start off with this. First question for Kara. It is about K-pop. It's one of the biggest industries in all of music today. So we need the definitive answer. In all of K-pop music, which is definitively the best of all the generations?
The third, the third wave, the third generation of K-pop. It's girls' generation, okay?
Well, who's your favorite K-pop artist or group?
Girls' generation. They're icons. They're legends. We stand.
You heard it here first.
So as you mentioned, one of your games is Onsen Master, and it takes place across the fantasy island of Izajima. So the TV show Fantasy Island debuted on ABC in 1977, plus or minus 1 season. How many seasons were there of the show?
Well, if it's called Fantasy Island, then I'm going to assume that there were people who were watching just because the scenery was pretty. So I'll go with 8 seasons.
Nice. It was 7, so plus or minus, you got it correct.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike,
I
you
feel
got
like
our
I
sound
shouldn't have gotten that right.
Do you have our sound effects today?
Ding.
All right, question number 3 for Kara. This one is about your website. As I mentioned, if you go to cheritomo.com, part of your description includes chronically ill. What's been one item upgrade that has changed your life?
This chair has like actively changed my life. I used to be towards the end of streams, I used to be like in extreme amounts of pain, so I would get really grumpy and like be unable to focus on the game while I was streaming. And with this chair, I can stream for basically twice as long without getting any pain at all. I love it.
That's so awesome, and it gives us an opportunity to follow up and ask about, some of the items that could help those suffering chronic injuries or chronic illness. But you talked about this chair being kind of more like a luxury item. Is affordability an issue in that regard?
Very much so. It takes a lot of money to be chronically ill because unfortunately a lot of the items that are deemed as like luxury, fun things to have are things that make the world much more accessible for people with chronic illnesses. So even things as simple as like an adjustable bed frame for people who struggle to sit up or who spend most of their time in bed is going to run you around $2,000. So it can be very expensive.
We do have someone in chat, digital.games, asking, what chair is it?
This is the Herman Miller Embody chair.
Recommended from Kara on Gaming Morning Show. All right, Mike, take us away to question number 4.
Of the categories that we sent you, Kara, you said history is your strongest area of knowledge. So, during what decade did the twist become the big dance craze that it is?
Oh, God. Oh, no. Well, I have no idea about dance crazes, so I'm just gonna say the 1930s.
Ooh, so close.
No?
So
It
close.
was the 1960s.
Wow,
1960s.
I was just a little off.
You're in the right area.
If you had gone like 1950, I'd been like 60s. All right. Well, you're doing good. Wallstormer, by the way, for what it's worth, who was our first ever guest on 5 questions, has said you already got one more right than Josh did. I think Josh ended up getting 1 out of 5, or did we give him credit for more? I can't remember.
I think we walked him into 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too.
So you're dominating in that respect. And question number 5 this morning, language. How many official languages does South Africa have, according to the sources that I found?
Whoa.
Uh-oh. No.
What'd you do?
No. What did you do? What did you do, Mike? Can anything more fit the day than the way that this thing is going? Oh no, we lost Kara. Digital Dot Games, you squish Kara. Alright, there we go. Alright, here we go. We oh no, now it's changing that scene. We're doing great. Everything is fine. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. We did it. We found you. Let's play 5 questions with Kara Hillstock. Gaming Morning Show. This is so much fun. Oh no, someone said we murdered you? No, she's still right here. Look, everything is fine.
It's okay, I came back.
Kara,
I came back and I did not Google the question in the meantime.
Yes, absolutely not, because that would be shameful. Never once in the 5 questions history on Gaming Morning Show. How many official languages does South Africa have?
I'm gonna say I know that there's a lot of languages in South Africa, but I also know that they don't have a history of being very inclusive. So I'm gonna go with 2.
It's close to 2.
No.
Bump it up more toward like 10 more than that.
Okay, well.
Let's
Well,
say it rhymes.
I can't believe.
I think she said 12. I heard her say
I can't
12.
believe.
Yeah.
Distinct
You
Did
might
I
not have heard
say-
it,
in
but
this
right
year.
before she got disconnected, I heard her go 11.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
11
yeah,
or 12.
yeah.
Because
Or 12.
honestly,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually said 10 plus 2.
that's
Yeah,
exactly
that's
what
what
I
I-
heard.
But
Yeah, 'cause
Ryan's a bad listener. It's okay.
I will be honest with you. Our research department here is not huge, so it is either 11 or 12 in the googling that we were able to do. Oh my
fair.
gosh, Dr. Chick has already said in our chat we should have bought some It Was Pretty Okay equipment because of the tech issues. Oh my gosh, Kara, thank you so much for being here, because that was about as fun as I could have had to end the show this morning. But seriously too, I love watching your streams. One of my favorite, I mean, it's just a full-blown aesthetic, but the round camera is absolutely awesome that you have in the corner, the frame that Kara uses. The stream is a place where you can go to learn about really neat games, see some of the great work that you're doing, and of course, it is a very inclusive environment. So be sure to check Cheratomo on Twitch. And also, Nintendo Nerds was in here and already said that was excited to see you too. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on Gaming Morning Show.
yeah, thank you so much for having me.
All right, we'll have you back for sure as well. All right, there you go. That's how we do it. Gaming Morning Show's 5 questions this morning. We appreciate you being here with us. It is now 8:35 on the West Coast, and on the East Coast, it is 11:34. 4:34 for those watching in the UK. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Gene Rainey, for being here this morning on Gaming Morning Show. We appreciate you checking in with us. Banksy Pianos for being here this morning on Gaming Morning Show as well, and everyone else who joined us for that interview. It really was fun.
That was fantastic.
Some of the best times that I've ever had is when things don't work the way that you would expect it. And so there you go. That was perfect example. If I didn't already, I can't remember at this point. I'm going to throw this into the chat, but that is where you can find Kara and all the work that Kara does. The games, again, that we brought up, already out. Kara told us the first one, and I'm pulling up my list to make sure I get these right. To Be With You is already out. And then Onsen Master?
Something I did not pass by me that you gave me the question with difficult to pronounce words.
I will be honest, this is where, trying to do a show like this in your part-time time, I was like, oh, that's Onsen Master. So I thank you, Kara, for saying it before we got into the segment, because that saved Sean from not knowing exactly what it is. Again, this is a stream that if you jump into, and again, as a gaming, like, I'm not a novice even. Like, I don't know anything about many games. We play this multiplayer game on stream. I go in there and it scratches my curiosity itch, because I can just sit back and watch Kara play games that I probably would never find on my own. And it was so interesting. Was playing some game the other day, and I can't remember if it was sponsored or not, but it was like a take on Monopoly. It was like a battle game, which was super fun to watch.
Battleship.
It's a really great stream.
Battleship. Was it Battleship?
It was not Battleship, no. And it was not Sasquatch soap. I don't know what you do with the soap bar, Mike. I'm watching you for sure.
You said sponsored. I just wanted to.
Oh, is it a reflex at this point?
Yeah, it just happens.
Gaming show, morning show, sponsored. All right. Well, we did that, and we accomplished it. Stick around. Clip of the day coming up. Hearts for Wallstormer in the chat. Let's see what else we got. Keep going. Yeah, you were about to say something.
Mike's taken to drinking his Dunkin' Donuts like this. His second sponsor, Dunkin' Donuts.
That is a good point, though. I do want, because Digital Doc asked if there's a trailer for the game, so I'm going to put the links to both of those into the chat. So this first one is for To Be With You. And then the second one that I'll throw in there is for Onsen Master. And I think Kara on the stream the other day referenced, because she said that she is into obscure language knowledge, which is why we asked the question about the South African official languages. But I believe referenced another language in stream the other day. It was said a phrase. I can't remember. It might have been German, if I remember right. But it was great, because it was such, again, a piece that I didn't know brought out. So
Nice.
it sounds like Nintendo Nerds has been in Kara streams before. Let's see. Did you miss Alien? So when we were having our tech issues, Alien goes, "It was the Skynet takeover." Oh my gosh.
Here's a link to the Embody chair too. Maybe. Well, that's
Yeah.
a big link.
And-
That's a
and-
big link.
Huge link. Herman Miller needs to do some optimization there or something. But that was important too. And this is the thing, like 5 questions is a nonsensical game. We, as part of some of the stuff that we're working on with Gaming Morning Show, are planning to do long-form interviews, not within the context of the 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time show. But, we had Kate Sanchez on last week. That's a conversation with all the representation work that Kate does through But Why Though, that we could have for more than an hour, right? Wallstormer, the same thing, right? But bring guests in to play 5 questions with us to get a chance to talk about good topics, like Kara bringing up inclusivity off the top. But then when I was asking for the 5 questions, I always send out a form, and it was great to hear Kara talk about, everyday items like a chair that could help those who are chronically ill, but that chair that has helped Kara so much is so expensive, right? It really does hinder, accessibility to things that could help people, and it's frustrating.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not a perfect system, that's for sure.
Sean, you put they need the money to pay for the big links.
Well, did you see the link?
No, I did. Yeah, no, for sure.
That is not a $200 link.
No, it's a $1,300 link.
Gold Rare Pumbaa, thank you for the follow on Twitch. We appreciate that. And then one of the Lunar eats the other stuff. Everything that's starting with Lunar these days now, it makes me kind of sus. So, Alien Monka S links. Yes, we will get the Herman chair. Yeah, Herman Miller chairs cost like 2 stimulus checks. But I'm so happy that it's helped. That's always important too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, we will host Cheritomo at some point down the road. I don't think Kara streams right after our show very often. I could be completely wrong, but we did share those links. Please share them with those that you know to find the games To Be With You and Onsen Master. Gaming Morning Show, 8:40. One more game, then we're going to play our clip of the day, which could be about
I wonder what it'll be.
437 hours long, because this whole show has been a clip of the day.
Our clip of the day is just the VOD of the show.
Run it back.
Digital Doc Games is asking for a service.
Sounds suspicious.
No, of what your specialty.
Yeah, I told him I'm on my way.
There you go.
I'll be there in, like 2 days if I drive.
Have you ever wanted to eat mealworms?
Segway.
So now you can. Europe's pasta bowls and dinner dishes are now the first insect approved in the region as human food.
That's a thing.
Would you be surprised if I told you that I've eaten mealworms?
Nope. Nothing surprises me anymore.
He also used to work at a mealworm farm
factory.
and factory.
I raised them from little baby mealworms.
From meal larva.
Chocolate covered mealworms there was a restaurant or it wasn't really even a restaurant. It was a store in New York City that had all sorts of exotic, we'll call it exotic food. And mealworms was one of them. They also had scorpions. I don't know why you'd want to eat a scorpion.
Who do you think the first person that saw a scorpion and was like, "I'm gonna eat that. That looks like food."
This looks delicious. Yeah. First person who looked at a mealworm probably thought it was a jelly bean.
We lost Ryan. He's gone.
No, I'm still here. Sorry.
Nope.
Doing all the behind the
Ryan-
scenes
Ryan
stuff
gone.
whilst in front of the scenes. So
He's Googling right now mealworm stores in New York to be like, Mike, you're full of
I
it.
forgot that I was even telling that story. I got so wrapped up I can't figure out how to I got to figure out a way to be able to confirm that people can hear us and we can hear them beforehand, because that's just something that I can't do in their current setup. And then I got to try to find a way that when Discord jumps out of the focus or unfocus, like how it doesn't immediately just like switch to those other scenes. I don't know how to do that with this. So I'm making some notes for myself, basically. All right, here's the deal. Mealworms available now because the European Food Safety Agency paved the way for the yellow grubs to be used whole and dried in curries and other recipes, according to Kate Kelland of Reuters. They also can be used as a flour to make biscuits, pasta, and bread. Mealworms are beetle larvae rather than worms and are already used in Europe as a pet food ingredient. They are rich in protein, fat, and fiber.
Fat.
There's a Bay Area place that makes snack bugs. They're actually pretty good. Haven't had them since being veggie, but not the worst I've had.
That's essentially what it was in New York. It was like they had all sorts of exotic, different things.
There's a Bay Area place that makes those, and then appetizer worms. There's also chocolate-covered mealworms, according to Alien. Alien has had those.
Yeah, that's what I had. Luckily, you mostly tasted just the chocolate, but you can definitely feel the crunch.
My hamster loves dried mealworms. That's where he gets the protein. There you go.
My mealworms love dried hamster.
That's so weird.
All right, and I linked Carl one more time into the chat. Thanks for everyone who joined us on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv. If you're sticking around post-interview, this is kind of the premise of the game, the show rather, is we're a morning radio show that plays games. So if you've ever listened to like a Z100 or FM radio show before that plays music in the breaks, this is our music right now. What we're playing is it's modern music. But just something that gives us a gap between segments. And then coming up, we'll have our Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews, where we look at the headlines of the day. And then we'll also have our clip of the day and our takeaways that were pretty okay. If you haven't yet, please visit itwasprettyoK.com.
Kabloozy.
Oh, we have chocolate
Teslas
covered.
don't have AM like the radio AM.
They just blew me up.
Yeah, me too.
But I didn't know it worked that way. Like, I didn't know, like, you could be, like, full blowed up.
Like pieces of you.
Like, just literally, I ceased to exist. Speaking of, it was pretty okay. I'm making a website on CodePin. You should look at the start event. I'd be happy to, Alien. All right. Shout out to Alien, who is in our chat. Shout out to Chris M.E., who is in our chat. And shout out to Dr. Chick and Nintendo Nerds. These are all great streams on Twitch that you can take a look at and be a part of. It's so much fun. Oh, you're fine, Chris M.E. Here's the thing that I've learned, and I've even made sure to try to use my analytical brain, is I am super grateful for everyone who has us on while working, background noise. That is absolutely fine with us. We just appreciate y'all hanging out with us Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time. That was so much fun. I'm almost happier that interview wasn't super clean just because of the way the show was gone. It fit the morning so well. And Kara was so great to just roll with it too. Oh my gosh, that was so good. So I think in the short term, what I will have you both do if you're doing the interviews with me, though, since you can talk to people on the Discord side, is just make sure that they can hear you and you can hear them. And then I'll work on the video side. So
Perfect.
Sounds great.
Can do.
Oh my gosh, that was so well, and this, Mike alluded to this earlier. Mike wrote both Sean and me a pretty nice, what'd you call it, a word wall yesterday?
Yeah, a word wall.
And we're super appreciative of that, but it also just makes me think of why this show is so much fun for us to do, because we can talk about some great things, some things that need to be put out into the world. We can just have pure entertainment and and what's the word I'm looking for? It's like follies. Like, it just didn't go as planned, and that is great, and it's okay, and I love it. Because in the radio world, you used to always have to be so perfect.
Yeah.
And it was so frustrating because this is kind of my mentality in a lot of things, but I like making mistakes. I like learning from mistakes. It helps me with my curiosity too, right? And that's one thing that this medium provides that it doesn't always happen in more of the buttoned up areas. So it's kind of fun. It's a lot of fun, actually.
Oh, that's bad fire.
Yeah, it's real bad fire.
What's good fire?
Friendly.
Our team's fire.
You need to make a look at Kiki's.
I'll take Sean's fire.
I'm a worker and a lurker. You need to make that as a role on Discord. Lurker workers. That was awesome. Chris M.E. could be part of the worker lurkers. We got a compliment train going for a second straight show. I need to build Kate's age shout out, but that just reminds me of Kate's stream. Kate's stream is so complimentary. Oh, and I saw Wolfstormer in here too. That was where I spent most of my time yesterday. I was watching IntelliGame. Wolfstormer was back on the air yesterday, and it was fun to watch that stream. Let's quit cussing. I'm a slacker and a sleeper. There's another rule for you. Oh yes, Dr. Chick would be like the mayor of Worker Lurker. Dr. Chick is always working when we're on. Yeah, and we talked about this Digital Doc on Digital Doc stream, but thank you again to everyone who's doing the medical work. It just means a lot to me because those who are starting to get vaccinated, and hopefully that'll help us get back to a non-pandemic type of world. And I'm just trying to be hopeful because it's been a long road. And that's what if Super's still in here too. The Super gig was so much fun yesterday because it makes me feel like I'm at like a establishment watching, an actual artist perform, and it's great. It's a perfect type of like escape from feeling like I'm at home every single day. And I'm lucky to be home every single day because I'm safe and I'm healthy, but man, I miss going out into the real world. I miss hugs.
I miss movies.
I like warm hugs.
Movies.
I don't
miss movies.
I don't think I've been stuck on like almost having artillery for like 90% of the game. Just a little further.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I just want to get it. Oh, he shot me.
I don't want to work.
Who
I
shot
want
you?
to find my care package, and I'm gonna lie down and put it somewhere. Let's go. How about right here?
Whoa,
Gosh, what was that?
I think that was the chopper
Oh, that's
gunner.
helicopter. Yeah, I think my artillery might be broken. That's okay. That's okay.
Did you turn it off and back on?
I blew in it.
Wait, what?
Don't shoot me. Oh,
That's some good fire.
If there was a
This is
trophy
okay
for
fire.
placing trophies, I'd have so many
I'm
trophies.
surprised there isn't. That'd be great.
A trophy?
well, they should also have a trophy for like shooting 100 basketballs. Breaking all the breakable glass on a level.
Wallstorm, you're absolutely right. I always compliment you on voice acting, and then I sit here and start singing random things. Yep. The least musically inclined person of this trio. But yeah,
Sure. I sing songs and I get yelled at.
What songs do you sing, Mike?
Tiptoe through the tulips.
I rest my case. Gaming Morning Show. I already know who we're going to host. I'm so excited to send you this way. Speaking of kindness and compliments, welcome everybody who's been here for the duration, everyone who joined us in the 8 o'clock hour as well. We're on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, 8:54 West Coast time, 11:54 on the East Coast, and 4:54 in the UK. Be sure again on the 31st of January, go to Kiki Lowe's stream and sign up for Kiki Cup. There are prizes for both the winner of the A flight and the B flight. So if you're pretty okay at Apex, you still might have a chance to win a prize. And you can join us in our Discord as well. We are working on our Who's the Big Carry. Listen, Wallstormer, the person you need to listen to is the guy in the top left there. That's the person who can sing. When Sean's here for the whole show, we've had him sing between the 7 and 8 o'clock hour, so be sure to tune in for that. Austin Attack, I think, did you predict this, Mike?
You see? Yep. And I was on point with my time too.
Austin just pops in and says hello. If you're pretty okay, you can still win a prize. Permission from GMS to use that on your shirts. All right, let's do our takeaways that are pretty okay after our clip of the day. So chat, be thinking of what your takeaway that was pretty okay was. We will get a Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Renews right now. What are the headlines of the day?
We'll go through these real quick. Japan Super Nintendo World theme park has been delayed indefinitely due to the pandemic. They will announce an opening date when things get under control. Assassin's Creed Valhalla Isu language has been fully translated by fans because the community Access the Animus has been working hard on it. And Hogwarts Legacy, the Harry Potter themed RPG, has been delayed into 2022 just to make sure they nail everything down. Our name of the morning was Ployed out on Switch.
Ployed out on Switch.
Ployed.
I just threw our Twitter in the chat. You can find us at these locations because that is. Oh no, who I was going to host was it just left? Oh, so sad. All right, no, still where we're going to send you that. This is where you can find us. Watch GMS on Twitter is where you can get all of the latest information, including our GMS morning gaming news. It is time for the clip of the day. The clip of the day. Look out. Here's the clip of the day.
Toot toot.
Modern ones. Did they not make like superhero movies other than Superman back in like the 60s or 70s?
I feel like they made a Thor movie, and it was just as awesome as you would imagine it being. Kind of like when they made a Masters of the Universe movie, and Dolph Lundgren was He-Man. It's great.
He-Man.
Super quality.
Who played the Flash and was the person that they chased down in Ted?
Gosh. Wait, what? Ted?
The movie Ted with the bear?
Yeah.
Mark
They chased
Wahlberg.
it?
They were obsessed with whoever played the Flash in like the 70s TV
Was
show.
it, you're thinking Flash Gordon, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well,
Is
the
Flash
and
Gordon not the
Gordon are
Flash?
different people. No,
Nope.
they're two very different things. I mean, I can see how you could get confused, but yeah, no, they're very, very, very different.
They're different?
One is a man.
There you go. The clip of the day, the realization that I had that Flash Gordon and apparently the Flash are not the same exact person. That clip could have been 3 minutes long, but you get what you get. So I had no clue.
It's so good.
True Hofbrew, I was pretty red. Oh my gosh. Yeah, hey, Alien. Let's have an unsuspended Twitter account celebration by following @WatchGMS. All right, takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. Let us know what your takeaway that was pretty okay is. We'll start in the top left with Sports Gaming.
My takeaway is that the robot apocalypse is going to start in the sea with blue bots, the robotic fish.
It's not bad. Mike?
I totally forgot. I saw Nintendo nerds say Flash Gordon, not the Flash, and it just left.
Mine is of the top 10 drummers of all time, according to whatever website we pulled that from. Questlove should have been on there, but also that there are just way too many talented drummers. There's no way you can get a top 10 list.
Not a single one of those drummers were named Tom, so I feel like you lied to me.
True. Yeah.
The top 10 list. Oh my gosh. A lot of fun. Can we get hearts in chat for everybody who joined us during Kara's interview? Also, big hearts or whatever emoji you choose to Kara for hanging through that whole entire thing, because that was nuts. Alien Anonymous says they call the bots a swarm instead of a school because they are they have hive mind because, of course, Skynet.
Hashtag Skynet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I remember. Hold on, I remember what I learned. That Everlong is not Hopru's favorite Foo Fighters song.
But it is
it's
a
the one he
Fighters.
All right, I do encourage those who. That's a good one, actually. There's a whole bunch of people that I could host. Do want to encourage you to check out Zombie Kills on Twitch if you don't already follow Zombie Kills. Lucy the First is also on Twitch, which we've hosted before, or whom we've hosted before. Luminarix is on there, Cutemo as well. But I really like, as an Apex player, Mini Maze TV is an outstanding and highly talented, in fact, might be one of the top lifelines in all of the UK. Plus also has amazing emotes as well. So we're going to send you over to Mini Maze TV right now on Gaming Morning Show. For Mike, for Sean, I am Ryan. It was chaos, but it was a lot of fun. And we'll see you again tomorrow on Gaming Morning Show, Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.